Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to our show. You guys are doing well. I'm having a wonderful day. We're late today because we just finished filming a Blood Moon, which was fucking phenomenal. So yeah, so we're back. Um, we're back at 4 o'clock. That's when I'm gonna end up my dailies. So once again, super excited about this. Um, oh fucking 750, dude. Fucking 750. Fucking 750. That is amazing. Good. Okay. Login for 10 days. I think I made a mistake. Why? Well, simply put, there's only 4 more. Okay, so that's easy to check out. Okay, so we're at 24. I got 5, that's 29. That is 29. Okay, so now if I have 29, now the good thing is we got my perks very high level. Okay, so 29. The magic number is 29. Yeah, so we're gonna have 30 here. That's 30. Shit. That is 30, but I can finish it tomorrow. And over here with the crown, what do we have? We have 27, we have 30. Okay, so I lost one. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. 5. That's good. That is good. That is really good. 5, 80, 30, 10. And got what? If you were looking for, we got this 24 million, 15 gem, 40 token, 50 bits, holy, 40 million, 30 gem, 80 tokens, 100 bits. I got 100. Okay. 155. Critical factor. Tower health. Let's just do the tower background to get more cash. We lost one of the quests, but it's not a big deal because at the end of the day, I'll be able to do everything and anything. Fuck, today we're a bit late, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a shower. I have a couple of videos to film. Then we're gonna be watching one videos, we're gonna be doing some clips, and that's about it. Good. Okay, so hello everyone. Everyone. Hope y'all are well. Okay, good. Okay, so I haven't touched wave replenishment, but the new top harmony vault is auto restart run. Max workshop. At loading. Wait, what? Auto restart. High wave with intro speed are gonna be nuts. I got 6 in champ, with only for my lowest in a while, but my highest placement. Congrats, Bract. Ouch. Okay. Auto start for Dead Defy mission overnight. You will start farm at highest wave. it out once again. Legend. And I'm glitch. I'm still at 45 days after running at 1.5. I was supposed to fill 90 days by tomorrow. 90 days? What the fuck? Go start the app when you have no connection. What? 90 days. Sheesh. That's 3 months. Almost done with lab speed. Yeah, lab speed might just be the longest to research and is supposed to make the other faster. Slowest. So slowest. Beautiful irony flood. Come on, at 84 by damage and crit are 91 and counting. Whoa. $85, yeah. The same as this guy. We have members. Congrats, everyone, for achieving for this week's meter. We are on a roll. 2 days left. With 2 days left, so it's kind of generous. Okay. Five. That's good. That's really good. Okay. Defense. Good. Okay. Now. Is okay, so what is it? Okay, that's odd. I found my old radio. Okay. Now, okay. So you're supposed to do what? Uh, it's what today? Let's say 4. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Now I got 3 hours before the game. Okay, that's it. Should I get my old radio to work? Ugh. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so now this is gonna be nice, dude. As man. Holy shit. Ow. Space. No, 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 no.
I held off on watching it for a while because I didn't want to have any unsubstantiated claims or anything like that. It's a big video. Ethan's been putting this out for a while, and guys, promises made, promises kept. I said I was going to watch it. Here we are. It's the bomb ride.
There you go. So now we're watching. We're watching what? We're watching Cotton Cop.
So I'm just gonna, I can let it play out. People want to talk about it in the comments. They can talk about it in the comments or chat, but that's it.
Around the Arab countries have vibrant Jewish communities and huge number, hundreds of thousands.
Now I can see the demographic change percentages and stuff like that, but I don't know kind of the fine print there. That's what I'm really trying to get at.
Look at them. You're looking at close to, if not, the Jewish refugees.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Morocco had 265,000 Jews. Now it has 2,000. Algeria had 140,000. Now it has about 15. Iraq had 150,000 Jews. Now 10. And a special.
We lost some of the footage, but not too much.
I mean, are you kind of like giving away his position, man? Like, damn, they haven't found him yet? Yeah, like, what? Snitching him out.
He's the one Afghan Jew. They were forced to leave their homes, their lives, their property, and migrate to the only place in the world that would accept them, which was Israel. The irony of this whole situation is that after the 1948 war, when Israel won the war to declare its independence, the Arab countries got super anti-Semitic against their own Jewish citizenry that had nothing to do with Israel. And as a result, they kicked them all out, 1 million plus of them, and forced them to go to one place they hated the most, Israel. And now those same Jews their homes are telling them they don't belong there. So the Jews of Israel are surrounded by Islamic militant terrorist groups that have stated their goal is to annihilate Israel as a Jewish.
They really do that? They call him Elon? That's crazy. Wow.
And considering the historical context of Jews being pogromed from Arab countries, is it really crazy for them to not feel safe as an ethnic minority, even a little bit? And that's pretty much the entirety of our disagreement. Despite Israel, TikTok, and Twitter, I've donated
For Julie.
Hey, Ethan Klein, thank you for the dono. Ethan Klein gave $6,500. My goal. Thank you, Ethan.
Condemned Netanyahu as a war criminal. They're led by Netanyahu, who should resign disgrace and go to prison for
I think this is what the problem is that a lot of people, I think, are sympathetic to Palestinians, and I don't even think a lot of people like Netanyahu either. But the problem is that it seems like the side of people like that are very extremist are not even willing to give any ground. And I think that what that does is it radicalizes people in the opposite position. And it's hurting the people that are living there more than if people could just find the common ground that maybe there are bad actors in both of these different governments, and working towards the best solution for the actual civilians and citizens there is what should be the goal, not trying to justify or make excuses for different type of like government killing civilians is right. I feel like it almost to me, and this is conspiracy, right? It almost feels to me like there's an intentional misinformation campaign where the goal is to destabilize people's perspectives in order to prevent people from seeing that there's very obviously a huge problem here. And I feel like most reasonable people can see that. That's not a conspiracy. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it, right?
Well, all the West Bank settlements and abominations. Settlers in the West Bank are religious zealots, they're monsters, they're genocidal. You consider the West Bank settlers are valid military targets. When you talk about like colonial settlers and stuff like that, that's what's actually happening in the West Bank right now. And these people are more or less valid military targets, in my opinion. My crime is wanting a two-state solution instead of one, and thinking it's not okay to kill Israeli civilians. That's it. That's why they're calling me a Nazi.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's it.
Ouch.
That's why they call me a Nazi Zionist. And because of some others spreading this malicious lie about my beliefs, I'm even getting harassed on the
I feel
street.
like it's Nazi Zionists. I feel like that's like the people that were calling Obama a atheist Muslim. It really, I mean, like, it's just the same, it's the same group of people. It's so fucking retarded, it's amazing. It's an oxymoron, yes.
I feel like Palestine. I felt that. No, you don't. Why do you say that? Because, well, all this Palestine idea. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's great. And well,
oh, he's
yeah, that's terrorism. You find it. That's sad.
By the way, my understanding is that there's like mandatory military service. It's like 3 years for men and 2 for women if you're an Israeli citizen. So like being in the IDF isn't like some sort of criticism. It's like if you live in Israel, you are compelled to do that. Like you have to do that. It's not like she signed up. She's like, I hate Palestinians. I want to go and kill them. You had to do this.
I'm tired. Americans, this guy South.
Let me guess who runs the country. Let me guess. I would never guess. Now, I'm not going to say the name, the group that the doctor was a part of. I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. Which is like the problem is that, and this is kind of what the issue is that I think that there are a lot of reasonable Americans that do have a lot of criticism for how much the U.S. pushes Israel and how much we support Israel.
I lost a couple of minutes. It's not that bad, but still.
Alienate people who have a
Because I'm trying to.
and a well, like just a moderate perspective on that, and they turn it into like some kind of like weird fucking anti-Semitic, bullshit, basically.
I'm trying to understand.
And the funny thing about, do you see my point though, right? About how these people's extremism ends up being counterproductive to their goals. Because like that's what my point is with like all these things.
I don't like terrorism. I don't like terrorists. If they're Jew, Christian,
Terrorism is the chapter terrorism.
is intentionally targeting civilian population for political goals.
Yeah, that's bad.
I don't
Wow.
like none of it. And over time, I started to learn that my co-host, he really likes terrorists.
They're musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, wait, look. You think I've seen this gun.
Poor Nick. Poor Nick. Caught in the middle. He has no idea.
Listen, she just did a music video. I haven't taken out any chance. They started targeting shit. People on this helicopter now? Yes, they're streaming this? Yeah. Yeah, they're flexing. What? And they're coming out with guns. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not really fair though, right? Because a lot of the reasons why they take over these ships is because the ships dock in ports that don't allow people to be armed. So like, I don't really think this is really like flexing on them because it's like you're basically like, I mean, it's like you're pay to win flexing on free to play. Like these people don't even have guns. It's not even a fair fight. Yeah, it's like they're kidnapping the ship. Yes. It's like this isn't the Pirates of the Caribbean.
We think that
It's a lot of yes.
doing what Luffy would do. You should tell them that Hezbollah is a terrorist organization.
Do you like them or no?
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say. Well, they are a terrorist organization. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well, he is regarded as a pretty brilliant person.
Yeah, it's kind of like you don't need to like, and the thing is that this guy, I will give Hassan credit. Both Hassans here. I've heard this guy speak. I think he's pretty smart too. I might disagree with him. I might think he's wrong, but he's a well-educated, smart guy. It's the same thing I said about the Nazis.
Whoa.
He was, oh yeah, they killed this guy. It was like what, 6 months ago or so. He sounds smart, yeah. Well, because I remember, so the first time that I heard about this guy is whenever I played the game Twitch or Terrorist. And I kept seeing all these comments that were like really well spoken, and it was from this fucking guy. And so I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this guy? So I looked at some of this stuff he said, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I can see that, yeah. Well, he's well spoken, yes. That was the worst part, is that in the Twitch or Terrorist thing, if the comment was very well spoken and it was like informed by like historical context, I'm like, oh yeah, it's this guy that probably said it. I don't know what he
In terms
said.
of like everything that he's done,
Then I saw videos like this where Hassan is explaining how he's hiding his power level to funnel Indian armies into radicalization.
I think that in the short term, in order to combat against that, you have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda. If you want America, in the way that I feel that, if you want America to get out of the way for places with more revolutionary potential to do what they would normally do, I think that one thing you have to do is.
But anyway, just to make sure that, like, I was not supporting the guy, and I think that it is kind of problematic. It's like if you're referring to Hitler as an Austrian painter, everybody knows what you're trying to do. Everybody knows it. Everybody gets it. What are we doing? He was though, right? He was. But technically,
Is advocate for a lighter form. Well, honestly, he's still doing actually propaganda that goes beyond.
Right, yeah. I just want to put emphasis on the exact point of the so-called radicalization file, where, for example, Hassan and JP Cashman something about what they say, and then he starts moving into this doing
this
this.
does sound very bad because basically what he's saying is that he is acting as like a funnel for people to become even more radicalized.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it sounds very bad.
It's through the file, get more and more people to realize you're part in the file for the cause within the fucking how you're doing, my honest opinion, a great thing for the cause.
Now listen to Hassan during our very first conversation, lying to me about how he's a social democrat to hide his power level.
We should move towards a Sweden style economy or a Norway style economy where we do social democracy. You have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda with robust social safety net.
Full radicalization
Which
file.
the thing is that I agree with that. That's the thing. There's a lot of people that were critical of me. People that are critical of me because I defended this on a lot of cases. It's because I hear that and I say, yeah, I agree. True.
Cashman holding on, as they say.
And protection for workers like higher utilization.
But that's where it stops. I don't hear the problem. I just think that that's good.
And right, a lighter form. Well, simultaneously still doing actually propaganda that goes beyond.
Now, he's proclaimed it loudly that he is a self-described propagandist.
No, I'm saying I am. Okay, well then, all right, I'm saying I am. I'll just tell you what.
Propaganda is much more than someone with a bias. It's someone who knowingly lies to further their political agenda and then have a terrorist mission. Was Hassan presenting like Trump force in my community where he was just a left-wing Democrat? And as he said in the previous video, was funneling them into radicalization and targeting against him.
Liberals are telling easy to manipulate people on fucking planet, dude.
I learned how much he hates liberals.
Oh, I hate liberals, dude. I do. I hate them so viciously.
Did he secretly despise me this whole
I'm
time?
sorry, dude. I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend?
Dude, liberals are burden on this planet, dude.
Liberals are the most like scummy, vile of why liberals then? I'm confused. What are they now? Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yes, liberals are incredibly stupid. We hate these petulant liberals.
Well, to be fair.
Fucking liberals.
What else is someone this sociopathic capable of?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet.
Is that he's manipulated his whole power? That was my fear anyway. Regardless of his true beliefs, that broke my trust in him, and that pretty much ended the show immediately. And I felt guilty for my participation in mainstreaming.
I think probably what happened is that basically a lot of Hassan's audience were the people that were like super hardcore, like basically pro terrorism and like pro October 7th, and they viewed Ethan, and because his wife was from Israel, they viewed them as like ideological enemies, and that alienated Ethan. That's effectively what happened. That's like, I mean, if I'm looking at this from an outside perspective, that's what I think, that's what seems like is what happened. They went super hard on her? Yeah, basically.
The song. And for that, I apologize. I should have done more research. I should have looked more deeply into who I was getting in bed with before they gave me chlamydia. So over the past year since the show ended, I continue to watch the song platform, promote, and propagandize terrorist organizations. And every time it happened on Twitch, I would say, man, this time surely he went too far.
And then keep in mind that promoting the terrorist stuff is explicitly stated against TOS. And it's even against TOS in the context of education. It's explicitly stated. You understand this video saying every piece of video to have a message he wants to say, I can do the same to another person so he wants to use the video, or ironic, some are real. I think that there is a degree, and I think that you bring up a good point, that Ethan clearly is a biased actor, and you should look at every clip that he provides of Hassan saying these things and look at it with a grain of salt. I think that that's a completely valid perspective to have, and that's totally fair to say. And that's why I'm not going off the handles on any one specific thing or whatever. I think there's a confluence of things that are coming together collectively.
I'm going to tell you something, but as time went on, nothing happened, and this news got more radical and more disturbing.
I think this was a big mistake. Twitch probably, and I think this is an issue that Twitch is having, is that I think that there's going to be an extreme radical political event that happens in the next 6 months to 12 months. And when that extreme radical political moment happens, you're going to have a lot of extremist rhetoric on the platform that Twitch won't know how to deal with because they've allowed it to get to this bad of an extreme. And that rhetoric will become made mainstream by people talking about how problematic it is, and it's going to cause a mass advertiser exodus, and it will effectively end up nuking Twitch. That's what I think is going to happen.
After mainstream, so
And by the way, when it does happen, everybody in leadership on Twitch is going to get hurt. They should have nipped this in the bud over a year ago. But they let things radicalize and get so bad that now it's almost impossible to get rid of it. And also, I think one of the big problems is that some of the sympathizers are people that work at Twitch themselves.
to take this on, and so it was war. Nuclear war.
I stand before you following the footsteps of intellectual giants that is American men.
Now, is that bad? And I think Hassan's done a really good job mainstreaming himself and getting involved in like, different interviews and stuff. I respect it a lot. Because, like, for me, I'm very much more, closed off, and I like to do that kind of stuff. I can respect that. I think he's done a great job of it.
And you understand Joe right from wrong.
Yeah, I believe that. If Twitch will don't speak,
And there are babies that have
Okay. I didn't know. All right. I guess that's the intro. Okay. Give me a minute. I need to use the bathroom. Okay, that's the intro. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. ExpressVPN is an app that lets you change your location. Let's see what you can do with this power. We can set up for Netflix from a different country, but why would you do that? It was $14. It's now $3.66.
Wow.
Okay, but you can get better than that. Netflix and all the streaming apps have different catalogs for each region. So let's say, for example, I want to watch Dragon Ball Z, bro, but it's not available in the USA. Like, all you need to do is switch locations to Canada, refresh, and boom, that easy and fast Dragon Ball Z time. I use these websites to help find what you're looking for because I can show you which region to connect to. The content I access to is insane. It's super easy to use. It's an app you connect to, and then you pick which country you want to connect to. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Go to expressvpn.com/H3HC for 4 free months, or scan the QR code or the link in the description. Thank you so much to ExpressVPN. And now, back to our program. Meanwhile, at Twitch HQ, the marketing team is strapped.
There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to be honest. What's going on in Israel and Palestine, I got a general idea, but I got pretty generic opinions about that. Now we're getting into the part that I'm interested in. Here we go.
They're testing a new advertising vertical. My friends at Twitch headquarters, the executives, the influencers, Hassan, nice to see you, Frogan. Oh, front row. I am here to present to you an extraordinarily exciting opportunity. We have not tapped this market yet, but don't panic. Okay, because you're going to want to panic when I tell you, but listen and learn. Who's billions of dollars, eager to spend it? And let's people are too cowardly to reach out and take the money. Who is us? Herod. Herod. Twitch is perfect. You can broadcast it straight to the veins of 18 to 35-year-old men. So here's what I suggest.
Okay.
Hassan Piker.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get drinks after the show. No, you. He's such a jerk.
That's pretty good.
You. Bring up for Hassan Piker, buddy. Happy birthday.
There's a lot of terrorists.
This dude can package anti-Semitism and anti-Americanism like nobody else. In fact, he got on the front page. And he's doing terrorism for free. Basically.
Even as somebody who's a very big fan of America, I think America's the best country in the world. I do think that you should be able to package anti-Americanism however you want. I think that is freedom of speech. In the same way that it's okay to burn a flag. Maybe not anti-Semitism because it's hate against a group of people, but hate against the nation I think is totally fair. I think criticism against the country is totally fair. I think one of the most American things to do is to be able to criticize America. That's my perspective.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, bro. You look good. Hey, you look good. Great job on that air tier list.
How did I didn't see this? They're really fucked up with it. How did you think this was okay to do? Like, how did you think that you could go to TwitchCon and do a race tier list? What a big mistake.
That was good. How much you get that? We got 10 million to talk for that. That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about Twitch. Here's the thing. With help from people like Hassan, terrorism is like in the eyes of the beholder, right?
Yeah.
They're not terrorists. They're go ahead.
Freedom fighters.
Go ahead. He goes, freedom fighters, guys. We are fighting for freedom. What about the murders? Don't mention that.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. The resistance isn't perfect. Right? Go grab some eggs, man. Hassan, you know social didn't buy me that car.
I think also everybody acknowledges that for thousands of years there have been rapes and brutalizations of civilians in the acts of war. But I think the problem in this circumstance is the seeming lack of being able to call that out and saying this is universally bad, it's evil, it shouldn't be happening. I think that's what the issue is. It's not that it even has happened, because I think it's obvious that it's going to happen. It's that people make excuses for it.
If I knew that this is what communism would be in 2024, I would not have bothered with the sheets.
Damn.
Or CCC. people will be careful to say this. So it's all easy. You guys actually believe this idiot is a socialist? For a religion, Hassan is the obvious of the masses. Straight to the gulag for anyone talking to this speech.
Jesus.
Or that designer dog, he's breeze.
Bro, yes, this is true. He actually is bringing the dog into it. Oh my god. Even the fucking dog.
Here comes a price. Chow chow.
Oh, fuck no.
Very cute, by the way. But the point is, we have the biggest political streamer on our platform that is influencing media and influencing young kids everywhere. If we can normalize terrorism, if we can rebrand it, then fucking us 80. No, that's what shit. You see the army ads on Twitch? The army is fucking pro. Dude, I'll tell you what, America more than the army, Qatar. No, I don't love her. They're paying more. We've seen PMs from that Qatar. But you kids love anime, right? Okay, now, dude, look what we've already done with this song. You're a fucking man, dude. Happy birthday again, man. And we got a big party for you after.
In a way, I do really feel bad for Dan Clancy because he did inherit this clown show. I don't know why. Like, as far as I know, I don't know if he's reached out to Hassan about this at all. I think that whenever all this stuff happened, I think he should have reached out to a number of creators of, like, trying to work this out. Because I think that him not moderating and dealing with their moderation team and the extremism inside of the company, I think it's going to really damage his credibility in the long run. And I find it to be disappointing because I actually really like Dan. And I'm worried that him kind of using the live and let live policy that he generally has, I think it's going to end up doing the opposite. Okay, and I know you might not like it. I've met Dan, I've talked with Dan personally multiple times, okay? So, like, I talk to him privately, it's been fun, right? Just wait, yeah, so that's... Yeah.
No, don't do it. Let's wait, because we got a big party and a cake and everything for you up to the back. Prostitutes, too. Don't tell anyone. Let's start in the past. Look what we've done already. This goofy pirate. Man, we hit this guy fucking terrorist. He literally tweeting out, he wants to kill Jews, put their heads on pikes.
The execution that we will carry out on all Zionists? Well, that seems pretty bad.
And somehow, not somehow, because of his genius,
Yeah.
we got rebranded the Houthi fucking pirates, the Houthi terrorist organization.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Islamic fundamentalists.
So this is what they say, God is the greatest death to America, death to Israel, a curse upon the Jews, victory, a curse upon it. I feel like that's kind of anti-Semitic. I do. That's the, yeah, well, that part's in red, which makes sense, because it's kind of, it's a bit of a red flag.
Death to America, curse upon the Jews. That's right. That's the Jolly Roger of this man here. None of
Am
them.
I crazy for thinking that there's like kind of a distinction between people that are against countries versus against ethnic groups? Like, I don't like, my alarm bells don't go off when somebody is like, I hate America, or I hate, Israel, or whatever. But like, ethnic groups is very different. Now, Zionism is an ethnic group, though. And I think that's very fair for you to have said that about the tweet that he made, but I don't think it's fair for you to say that when he associates with a group of people that has that as their slogan. It's a bit of a nuance, and I can see where you're coming from, but I don't think that that's enough justification.
Monkey D. Luffy. So let's get out there, guys. And let's say 2025 our tickets here, guys. No, guys, the resistance isn't perfect. The resistance isn't perfect. Yeah, let's get them. If you want to know where on the political spectrum Hassan sits, take a look at a recent media analysis by Ad Fontaine, which rated Hassan as the most extreme left-wing, untrustworthy media source on the internet.
Contains misleading info, contains factual, inaccurate, fabricated info, selective, unfair persuasion. I wonder if they're ever going to put me on this list.
To give you an idea, he's opposite of InfoWars.
Damn. Who made this list?
Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Hassan loves all terrorists, but what I will say is that there isn't many he don't like. Let's start with our good friend Houthi here and his organization, the Houthis. And yes, this is what it looks like. They are highly Hitler. The Houthis are an Islamic military group. They're known for their cruel measures, forcibly
The
recruiting
hearts go out to everybody who's been negatively affected by Israel. That's what he meant to say.
battle soldiers, shelling civilian areas, and blocking food from entering already famine-ruined parts of
Which,
Yemen.
this is like maybe a nuanced perspective to have. Now, I know this is like a negative video about Hassan, but I actually didn't criticize, and I don't criticize, and I support him interviewing the terrorist guy. I actually think that it's a good thing, because I want to hear from those people. Like, I want to see CNN interviewing Al-Qaeda. I want to hear what they're saying. The problem is that it was conducted in a way that seemed to enable the behavior and justify it, rather than put it into a context that is educational and journalistic. And can you guys see kind of what the difference there is? Because I don't want to have people that can't talk to, like, I like the idea of being able to talk to a person who's an extremist or a radical, and I don't want the idea that you can't talk to them to be a factor. I hate that mindset, because I think that mindset is how you get echo chambers, and that's how you get censorship. So hopefully people can see, like, the context of this, right?
Also set up landmines in agricultural spots, making the field virtually.
Yemen army removes 300 Houthi landmines? How the fuck do they have 300,000 landmines? Holy shit, who's giving them money? Probably the US.
Making the field virtually work through women and forces.
Really?
Now, just how little rights do women in Houthi Yemen have? Well, according to this, there's been 1,181 violations committed by Houthi rebels.
1,181 violations against women, including torture, rape, and murder. The Houthis just seem like assholes. Yeah, these guys seem like some real dicks.
Against women, including torture, rape, and murder.
Yeah, so kind of bad.
The Houthis have a very wholesome flag, as you can see here. It says, translated, Allah Akbar, death to America, death to Israel, and a curse upon the Jews. And that's all of them, not just the ones in Israel. And of course, victory to Islam. I get to use some of these terrorists are like,
Why do they hate all the Jews? I don't know, maybe this is like the opening of can of worms. Like, why do they hate all of them? Is it like some like ancient Bible thing, or like a religion thing, or what?
Now, on this word, we're gonna get the last.
It's the war enemy? Yeah.
we hate Jews, we want to kill Jews. And then people like start like, you're fucking racist for saying that they just want to kill Jews because they're terrorists, man.
What you meant to say is, the problem is that there is a degree, and I think that there is a consideration that criticism of Israel is oftentimes intentionally misinterpreted as anti-Semitism. But
We're gonna buy the last card. Holy shit! I still have one more after that, but still.
Intellectual dishonesty, it goes both ways.
Allah is Muslim.
Just you're not thinking deep enough about this topic.
But here's the Houthi slogan. Do not factor into what they are doing towards his anti-Semitic potential matters. Yeah, it's really interesting because that is such Western focused propaganda. Like for a Palestinian to arrive at anti-Semitic views, okay? They don't.
Berserker's good.
It still doesn't make it good, right? I mean, like,
Oh, I almost forgot the most fun one. They brought back slavery.
oh wow, this Houthis restored slavery in Yemen. Well, that must save a whole lot of money.
What Houthi would do.
That lines up with leftist values. Alright, so these guys are clearly the bad guys. So my question is, how does this song cover such a genocidal, violent, misogynistic, homophobic, terroristic organization?
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure. It's for the people the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these fucking musically gifted individuals. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Ah.
So, imagine being Nick. You had to go through, like, think about how many OTK controversies we've had. Then you're put in the middle of this, like, terrorism thing with a song. And now, there's this girl that you're involved with that keeps doing, it's like doing Nazi salutes and like, getting drunk at parties and getting banned. Like, I think Nick's hair is gonna go gray before next year. Like, it's actually crazy how many things it's been. I feel bad for the guy, man. Holy shit.
What did he talk about? Which of?
Leave me alone with the video with propaganda. There was actually a video game I was gonna play. So like these guys made a video game where it was basically all about killing like other people. Like it's basically like a pro-terrorism video game. And a friend of mine picked it to me. He was like, you should play this. And I looked it up and I got banned by playing it.
That's right, my friend. The song just plays straight up terrorist propaganda without even being there to analyze it. Surely this must be against terms of service. Twitch does not allow content that depicts, glorifies, encourages, or supports terrorism or violent extremist actors. For example, displaying or linking terrorist or extremist propaganda even for the purpose of denouncing such content.
And I think this is the problem that now Twitch has run into, is that they turned a blind eye on this stuff. And so because they turned a blind eye on it, every single time that somebody gets banned, all of this stuff gets brought up again because it's such an obvious example of them not enforcing their rules. It's the consistency, right? Yeah.
5,000.
Okay, but what's the rule for endorsing it? Is that okay? The answer is yes. As a song was never punished for this blatant violation of Twitch community guidelines. Got it. So denouncing terrorism is bad. Don't do that. Endorsing terrorism is good. Okay, got it, Twitch.
It's a major world war.
The mind damage.
Maybe I can find one of these guys and we could do like a terrorism tier list. And then we'll see how far Twitch's moderation really goes. Do you think I get banned for making a terrorism tier list of actual terrorists? Do I get banned for that?
Nah.
You think so? Yeah, I think I probably could call for that.
Salute.
Go to a vacation.
What do you do this video? Yeah, this video, I'm expecting like an example Chris Brown dancing video. No, they do like, what are these musicals? They're very musical people. I know, are you being serious? Oh, wait, look,
It's catchy.
This is a music video. No, they do musicals about like their fucking, like their actions all the time.
Hold on, guys, hold on.
It's just, why do you do that? You did not need to do that. Like, that's the kind of stuff that alienates people, I think. I think it massively alienates people.
I got this. Instead of terrorist propaganda, let's call it musicals. Instead of violent jihadists, let's call them musically talented people.
They're very musical people.
It's the Austrian painters.
Are you being serious?
Guys, let's just use our brains. Fiddler on the Roof. Wicked. Alexander Hamilton, man. There's no reason we can't put these movies on Broadway.
Well, they go, listen, you want to fucking write a ship through here? We're gonna take it. So that's exactly what they start doing. They start fucking sending in helicopters onto fucking ships. Bro, they fucking look at
Say, like, this would be way cooler if the guys on the ship had guns and this was like an actual battle. But like, you're really, I mean, they don't even have guns, man. It's not even fair. Yeah, it's like it's terrorism or something.
They fucking overtake. They start overtaking the shark, and they are. And they're like, guess what, dog? No more trade.
Ay, ay, ay.
If you were owned by Israelis,
I've heard that there are like Russian billionaires that apparently are like, I don't know if this is true, but they're like taking their own ships out so they can blow up these pirates. Just like this.
Stretch.
It's like people like, there's always a bigger fish, man. It's like this in Florida, yeah.
If you're owned by Israeli corporation, we're gonna take over your ship. You cannot fucking use the radar anymore. Guess what, bitch? It's our fucking territorial boundary, and we're gonna enforce this until you stop doing genocide in Gaza.
So let's review his claims. His first claim is that the boat is headed for Israel. It's not. It's going from Turkey to India. Next claim is that it's owned by an Israeli company. It's not. It's being chartered by a Japanese company, and the boat's owners are registered in the Isle of Man. I'd like to remind everybody that the crew that's kidnapped in this video has been missing for over a year now with zero updates on their health, whereabouts, or anything. That lines up with leftist values.
Sounds pretty bad. Sounds really fucking bad. Those guys got freed about 2 weeks ago. You know what? Maybe the Houthis aren't so bad. See, they got me out. Hey, WR, how about that?
Shit.
Claims that this attack happened in their territorial waters, which is also a lie. It happened in international waters. The song is a line for the Houthis like he's being paid. And honestly, at this point, is he?
Don't have a propaganda.
No, I'm talking about this is like a hostile. They're streaming this? Yeah, they're flexing.
How many views? I wonder how many views they get if they did this on Twitter.
Yeah, but you don't understand. This is a different Israeli society and start getting upset. They're like, I can't get my truth. I can't get my Amazon Prime deliveries. What the fuck is going on? I hate this. Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
I find it disturbing that
Why still mad after 12 years?
Cause Jews to flee Israel. 8% of Israelis were
But it's always-
So where do you want them to go? It's not
Don't you tell me that they're going to come to America. we're already dealing with that shit from something. No, man.
The Poland, where
No,
the Arab
bro.
countries were forced out of
Bro, no.
I'm leaving Israel, that's the goal. By telling the Jews of Israel to go back where they came from, Hassan attempts to deny Jewish heritage in the Middle East. He characterizes them not as indigenous, but as white colonizers. This is despite the fact that 60% of Jews in Israel are actually native to the Middle East. This is wild.
So these guys, that's my rough historical understanding as well, is that they're both Semitic people.
Right? They did all this. Is that their helicopter? Yeah, that was a legit helicopter. It is a legit helicopter.
Probably somehow paid for it. I cannot wait for that Pentagon armament.
Don't blink.
I cannot wait for that, guys. Because I see these guys.
Don't blink. It's your boy.
Mines. Where do you get 300,000 mines? I can think of a couple places. Yeah, I really want to know what that Pentagon armament is. From Iran? Yeah, and where did Iran get them? Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't trust that was a recall. I really don't.
And they tell people this shit, they usually like most of the people, they're Bruce. They're like, alright, we got no problem with you, when you're coming with us, we're taking on the ship.
You know, it's an incredible way to characterize having a gun in your face.
You're coming to us, we're taking we're taking yeah, that's pretty much it.
Team us not to believe our own eyes.
Yeah.
Who watch terrorists possibly kidnap the crew.
We got no problems with you, when you're coming with us, we're taking over the ship.
And once
I
again,
mean, to be honest, I think that probably is true. I don't think that these terrorists probably really care about the crew at all. They probably don't hate the crew, they know they're doing their job. But they're going to use them for leverage because they're terrorists, and that's what terrorists do. It's not personal. It's just part of the job.
now we come to our sweet, beautiful, cute little TikTok twin. This hairless young man is the fantasy of every tween and twix and all the boys and girls on TikTok. He's cute. He's got a mustache. He's a pretty little guy. Beautiful eyes. They call him Tickle Feet Chalamet because he's a hoopty.
Bro, are we about to have a Rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me? Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so weird. It's so weird. I'll my journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism, they go, why are you doing that? Or we're going to get banned? I think it would be ridiculous to do that.
Hassan now has the opportunity to express his journalistic chops, to get his boots on the ground and show us just how good a reporter he can be.
I'm doing journalism, chat. Did you know what One Piece is?
He's I think it's a kid.
No way! That's sick. Yes. It's a love you too, man. Big time. Yeah.
I love you so much.
We're big fans.
Oh, God. See, I did try to defend this, right? I did, because I was like, okay, well, I think you should have talked to anybody you want. But man, bringing him on and saying I love you, that's a lot, right? I mean, it's not really an interview, is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask about the knife. The knife is sick. What's up with the knives? You know, curved knife.
If one of those knives comes out, it's not going back until that one's going
Oh.
That sounds like something the terrorists would say.
My man, he's cool though. That's so crazy. But it is just crazy. Yeah, I don't understand.
The crews on these ships, and they like when they go over there trying to name something America, they go so
Look, I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism, they go, why are you doing that? What do you mean? I'm just chilling. We're just having it. We're just vibing. Yeah, we're vibing. We're vibing big time.
Hassan uncritically interviewed this kid for about an hour. It was the most brazen display of disgusting terrorist propaganda that I've maybe ever seen in Western media.
What has happened to, does he know what has happened to any crews? Like, I heard they...
Hassan almost asked a good question, but it's actually
That is a good question. Yeah, whatever happened to the crews? Where'd they go?
into the most obscene part of this interview.
He's saying he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did talk with them, and he announced the music with them, and he's vibing, so he likes them.
I mean, what? That's so crazy. But they're just chilling with the captains? Like, I don't understand.
Ask yourself, why is he able to hang out with the captain and the crew of this pirated ship? Why would he even have access to that? Hassan, I wonder why, of course, he is a Houthi terrorist. Instead of challenging him and demanding more details about these kidnapped and missing people, he just runs defense for this guy, acting like he doesn't know why that would even happen.
He's saying that they went over the cruise on these ships, and they went over there trying to maybe something America, and they went over
That's so funny.
It's super funny.
I'm sure that probably happens because if it doesn't, maybe they kill you. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I got kidnapped by these guys, I would try to get along with them too. To be fair, I would. Because if I'm going to be stuck here for like a year with these clowns, I would try to get along with them. But they are terrorists, right? I mean, everyone knows this. We all know this. Damn.
The idea of kidnapped crew members,
Don't get shot down.
probably at gunpoint to do some death to America and maybe some curse upon the Jews. And frankly, the callous disregard for the well-being
They
of
don't even have any soda. They just give them water.
literal hostages is shocking, even for somebody that loves terrorists.
That's so funny. Is there a KFC there ever? I don't think there's a KFC in the
Yeah, how often do the hostages get KFC? Ask him now, I want to know.
Often he says they have to.
Oh, they do have KFC? Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, that's it.
Is there a KFC in Yemen? No way, guys! Holy fuck!
Zero?
There's a KFC in Yemen! He's just like us! Yeah.
Does he know what One Piece is?
I would see it. He's watching it as a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes, that's fire. And that's so fire. Oh my god. We think the Houthis, once Allah is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
You guys all remember Luffy's flag, right? Now we're halfway through that show, so maybe I just haven't come to it yet. But I do not remember Luffy's flag looking like this. Predictably, there was some
Does Luffy kidnap people and then rape and murder them? Does he do that? I don't really watch One Piece. Does he do that? No? Okay.
blowback after this interview.
But that's-
Hassan went immediately into damage control to rewrite history.
He said that he was just simply a Yemeni person and not a Houthi. Yeah, I mean, we don't even know if Houthi or not. He's a teenager in Yemen. The dude is neither a Houthi, nor a terrorist, nor a pirate. He's not even a rebel. They didn't fucking call him a Houthi either. You wanna know why? Because you know
I
what?
do a video about it. Look at the fucking stuff. Being a proper journalist, you get on your knees and suck their dick for about. Yeah. Oh god.
He's not Houthi himself. He's not a pirate, but, you know, I don't think he's a pirate. It's reiterating the position. He is not a Houthi. Trust me, bro, I'm not Houthi. Be for real. He's talking off the entire street. I'm not a Houthi military or anything like that. When I interviewed the dude, who they still to this day call a Houthi terrorist. Houthis not even a fucking Houthi. I thought he was a Houthi. Yes, he's not. No, he's just a fucking Yemeni TikToker. Random fucking Yemeni teenager. Brandon Zimmy and Houthi. Here we go. Bro, we don't have a Houthi rebel on stream. Yes, brother. Ooh. What do you mean?
All right, let's just take Hassan's word for it and assume, okay, this kid is not a Houthi rebel. He's just an ordinary Yemen teenager. Let's go ahead and take a look at his social media and see if that lines up. All right, let's see here.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Can you believe this guy would use AI? That's so unethical.
He will burn in the coming hours, ready for sacrifice and eager for martyrdom.
Ready for sacrifice and eager for. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Just an average guy.
Talking about football, here he is singing a song with the words, "Do you threaten us with what we are waiting for, son of a Jew?" Meaning of Houthi is a title, and it's not something to fear, but for the Jews. They are very afraid of this title. The execution we will carry out on all Zionists with the lovely depiction of a man impaled through his asshole and out of his mouth with a pike, or Hassan likes to say, a pike for Okay, why would you retweet this article called Houthis Use Social Media?
Boost. So he's retweeting an article that's categorizing him as a Houthi, that has him as the front page image, but he's not a Houthi.
Whose global prominence and support. Israel falls. Wait for the new operation. Tell me to jump and tell
Israel falls. Okay.
North Israeli defense and stop. The ships we bombed and sank. You know that arrow's supposed to be a coup.
Bro, Gen Z terrorists. The world is not ready. It doesn't make a much money. It does.
Well, military Hamas thing. This is a butt plug. Just to every Zionist, I will put this into your stomach. And let me say, Jew and Zionist is clearly interchangeable to this guy. Okay, but hating Jews doesn't make you a Houthi. Are you a soldier? Yeah.
Well, that settles it. Okay.
That seems pretty definitive. You know, being a Houthi, at least one of the two of them being honest about it.
Yes, okay, yes, that's fire. That's so fire. Oh my god, we think Houthi is doing there's being a person on a bike. I understand what's about. Can't be broken with nuance because he is a teenager in Yemen, dude.
Talk about the bigotry of law.
I feel like if you're a teenager, like you can still be a terrorist. I mean, I think you can get into terrorism really early. Yeah, I mean, fuck, man, of course. Yeah, look at Joseph Kobe's army. They got kids that's 9 years old with guns.
Expectations. He's a kid in Yemen, dude. What do you expect? Of course he's going to put a pipe through a Jew's asshole and through his mouth. That's just what kids in Yemen are like.
Yeah, and also, what do you mean? It's just a person on a bike. There's no Jewish person on a bike on that photo unless I saw something different.
Well, to be fair, this is not. This is like an old medieval torture technique. So maybe this guy wasn't Jewish.
The song was consistent with a Jewish person on the bike. How does that be a hyped person supposed to look like a Jew for you? It's not, you know what? You're right. Let me make it a little bit.
Don't. You're gonna. Oh no.
Person gets bigger.
Hey, I didn't do it. All right.
No, it's right.
Trust me,
Curly things.
Oh, God.
He dropped his dreidel. He must be
no.
for sure. Or, you know, you can just read what he wrote. Dumbass liar, Islamic propagandist piece of shit.
This is why this entire conversation
This is
is it's not a Jewish person. This is, I think, if we're, why am I held accountable for some random fucking 19-year-old Yemen?
To be fair, Hassan did read that off of chat. Look, watch this.
Why am I held accountable person?
Look at this. Hassan supposed to be held accountable for someone's You know he read that, and he's like, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
I think if we're, why am I held accountable
See?
for some random fucking 19-year-old Yemen tweet? What is happening? How many steps removed are we from this situation?
Oh, you gotta real fast.
You platformed it, do you not remember? Did the check not clear or something? With Facebook fair criticism first coverage of the Houthi move, he has a total meltdown.
I fucking despise all of you, dude. I do. I really do. I hate all of you.
You see, I think the problem really is just the way that he interviewed the guy. I don't think it was a problem to interview the guy at all. I think it'll be fine. But it's just the way he did it. And it seemed like lazy, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's so obvious, right? It's so obvious.
So you got me to talk about this, and my patience is running thin on this matter. The endless selfishness, the untapped well of American selfishness and American individualism is in full display. How is this a conversation that you want to have right now?
One of the most cynical methods
What
is
does American individualism have to do with this guy wanting to kill Jews? Like, I mean, I feel like it's not really the same thing. I feel like we're talking about different things.
undeployed. To sidestep any criticism is to reflect the ongoing genocide in Gaza. I've seen him do this so many times. He frames it like you are selfish. You're trying to criticize him, no matter what the reason is, because there's a genocide happening, man. How can you criticize me at a time like this?
Claiming that I am, too pro-Houthi. When someone is like focusing on that while there's an active fucking anti-cleansing campaign happening, they also apparently think Switch is love.
It's also, I mean, the thing is that it's true that Israel does bad things, but just because Israel does bad things doesn't mean other people don't also do bad things. The problem is when you pretend only one side is doing the bad things. Like, I feel like it's just so obvious, right? I mean, isn't it? I mean, am I crazy? I don't think that I'm crazy. Like, and I can even see, like, I think it's very easy for somebody to, especially if you've grown up, and like, and I've gotten into trouble for saying this, right? But like, it's easy for me to see how somebody would become a terrorist if they were in an area like that. You've grown up that way, and you've had your entire environment is like that. You've been, culturally groomed to think this way. I can understand why that would happen. You can, yeah, of course, you can see why this would happen. But in the same way, like, you can see how like some serial killers become serial killers. That doesn't mean that it's okay to be a serial killer, right? It's like if you explain, like, hey, yeah, this is what happened, and this is how it got here. It's not an excuse. It's not that it's an excuse. It's that you have to look at how a person's material circumstances caused them to behave in a certain way. I think that's very fair to say that. That's totally okay. But to justify their current actions is the problem. I think that you can do both. You can look at it with a sense of empathy, and you can look at where they're coming from and why this has happened, and what led to this outcome, while at the same time condemning their current actions. I think this is the way a lot of reasonable people can see things. It's not an excuse. It's a reason. Yeah, it's exactly. Do not just like, yeah, of course.
That will for me. interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life. And they were fucking talking about fucking genocide in Gaza, and this is dumb fuck. Blow your nose, brother. Love you. Not trying to eat. Just keep some tissue paper. I cleared out days don't need it. Much love. Fuck you, dude. My argument suck. What? You think it justifies genocide? You stupid?
I think a lot of people use this argument is that it's basically like it's okay for us to do bad things or to behave in ways that are semi-indefensible because we're doing it for like a greater good. Huge, huge problem.
That can be tangentially turned into like Jewish people are under attack. It's a decent way to just like drive discourse away from open genocide in Gaza. If you're so focused when Israel is doing a complete genocide in Gaza, your sole focus revolves around that people are saying you're a Zionist.
I don't think that's the sole focus. I think that both things can be a focus, and I think this is the problem: is that it's like the one-dimensional nature of how it's turned into.
Yellow streamers are not covering sufficiently the ongoing active genocide in Gaza. They're claiming you're fucking German.
It's not a charge to say understand over the already done or propaganda. I think the evidence on either of these things. I'm curious. Who do you think might
While we're having this conversation, 3,000, here's while we're having this back and forth, 3,840 Palestinians have been ruthlessly slaughtered in the last incursion into Gaza. I feel like this is incredibly selfish.
This is an emotional argument that you're using to deflect from the fact that you made criticisms and accusations against somebody that are indefensible. And so you're trying to take the moral high ground to justify what you were doing. That's absolutely what was happening. And by the way, Hassan knows this. He knows he's doing this.
So fair conversation to have. This technique is so powerful because everyone's afraid of being labeled as a genocide denier. Pierce Morgan, with decades of experience, immediately surrendered for the genocide card as well.
But you're just a fucking stenographer. You're not a truth teller.
He has every right to defend himself. No problem here. Here, stand up for yourself. It's not something intimidating.
I'm going to be honest. I actually think Pierce Morgan I think that while he's been critical of like Palestine, I think that he actually is sympathetic towards them a lot. And I think that he's provided a lot of coverage to people that are very pro-Palestine, much more so than what a lot of other newscasters have done. I think that initially people looked at his coverage as being a little bit unfair, but he provided a lot of platforms for these people to talk about it. Pierce is like Israel. I get that feeling too. I wouldn't say that, but I get that feeling.
An overnight activist who would put the guys on the battlefield over 7, like Hassan, for example.
Doesn't know where you've been in? Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I think no.
There it is.
How can you claim to actually care about this genocide when you're willing to so cynically exploit it to sidestep any criticism? But wait, before we move on, Hassan has one final taste of idiocy for us all to enjoy.
Yeah, this kid.
Oh, it's me. I'm in this one.
Like, he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him. Which means that for most of his life, he has withstood genocide, right? But he is a person.
Yeah, because I agree. I can see what he's saying. Yes, absolutely.
From the experience, it's literally
Sure.
talking fucking Anne Frank, basically. Okay, being able to
I forgot about this part. Oh god, the Anne Frank thing.
Oh, jeez. I remember I was laying in bed talking to him.
Anne Frank, in real time.
To quote Anne Frank, I keep my ideals because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at art. Anne Frank continues to inspire generations of people. Because
What I agreed on is that I think that a person's material conditions will impact their viewpoints on the world, and I think that if you deny a person their humanity and their liberty, that they will act out and be violent and dangerous. I think that's what will happen. Whether you want to justify that or not, I think that will happen. And if you can't see it from that person's perspective, then you're not understanding the problem. And if you can't understand the problem, you can't solve the problem. So I think the first way to look at why are these people terrorists is to figure out exactly how they got there. Because basically there's two ways to get rid of terrorists, right? You can kill the existing terrorists, or you can prevent future people from becoming terrorists. Now, in my opinion, I think you should do both.
in the face of a genocide that eventually took her and her entire family's life, except for her dad, she refused to give in to hate, malice, and violence. And then there's this guy, who would kill Anne Frank if you ever met her. You might think this is a sweet, innocent girl. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys you're working on a new edition just for you to stop. You should hear about the time she went roaming the streets of Berlin at night with a knife, slitting the throats of families, including children, babies, and elderly.
Not so
She
good.
killed children, guys. She rapes people. She's just like Luffy. There's no other way to describe this than terrorist propaganda. Not only is he platforming terrorist propaganda, right, uncritically, he's participating in it. He's enhancing it. He's not just a conduit. He's an active participant who's disseminating it to more and more people in a way more consumable form.
I think Ethan's right. I do. I don't think you can defend that behavior. I think that he does it in a way that's irresponsible and it's also counterproductive. I think he's right about this. I don't see how you cannot come to this conclusion.
This is extremely fucked up. Don't actually be there. Their flag doesn't say death to fucking Turks. It says curse upon the Jews. The song likes to off you scale on this and says nobody cares when Sean Penn interviewed El Chapo.
Sean Penn literally interviewed El Chapo, exactly, dude.
Nobody is saying you can't have difficult conversations with
So
controversial.
didn't Sean Penn also beat the shit out of Madonna? I mean, I wouldn't really look at Sean Penn as the pinnacle of morality, right? He did, yeah.
Show people. You just have to ask the hard questions, guys. We know this. Now let's move on to anybody's favorite terrorist organization. Our friends in the north. It's Hezbollah. Where do I even begin? Thousands of civilians have been killed globally from their terrorist attacks, violence, and suicide attacks. They even assassinated the Lebanese
Oh, wow.
prime minister. They hijacked civilian airplanes. They've shot 15,000 rockets into civilian centers. And if you can imagine, that's not even the worst things they've done. They participated in the slaughter of over 500,000 Syrian civilians. While the dictator Bashar al-Assad stayed in power, they
Well, he's fucking out.
indiscriminately bombed over civilian centers. And they killed hundreds of thousands of civilians. They were only
Finally, yeah. As I said, I had a friend who has a family there, sent me some of the stuff there, and I heard some stuff about that guy, like the way he ran things. And after what I heard, I was actually shocked that American media didn't cover it at all. Like, it seemed to me like that to me was like another kind of like black belt recently. We did, not as much as I think they should have, proportionally.
That's a genocide. It's an terrorist group by the US, by the EU, and, oh yeah, the entire Arab League, which gave them that status after their participation in the Syrian genocide. In short, nobody likes them. Well, there's one person.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
You don't know.
They are a terrorist organization. They are designated by the United States as terrorist organization.
I know them. Yeah.
Well, like,
Wow.
I don't have an issue with them, let's just say.
This is Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah. According to Hassan Piker, this man's a brilliant freedom fighter. Looking forward to
He's smart, but you know.
Now, let's see how he feels about Jewish people. Here are some choice quotes from Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah. According to Shaul Shai, Hassan Nasrallah said in a speech delivered in Beirut, what do the Jews want? They want security and money. Throughout history, the Jews have been Allah's most cowardly and avaricious creatures. If you look all over the world, you will find no one more miserly or greedy than they are.
Miserly. Wait, is it miserly?
I don't have an issue with
If
that.
we search the entire world for a person more cowardly, despicable, weak, and feeble in psyche, mind, ideology, and religion, we will not
See,
find.
like, I feel like I could have read this from like one of those like Nazi accounts on Twitter that has like a picture of like a Roman emperor statue as a profile picture. I feel like this is exactly the kind of shit that I read on Twitter. Or an anime, yeah, no, you're right, we're an anime girl.
Anyone like the Jew. Notice, I do not say Israeli.
I don't have an issue with that.
If Jews all gathered in Israel, it will save us the trouble of going after them worldwide.
Guys, I think this. Man, he's really out there, huh? Wow, I don't think he likes Jews.
The history of Jews has proven that, regardless of the Zionist proposal, they are people who are evil in their ideas. The state of the grandsons of apes and pigs, the Zionist Jew, the murderers of the prophet, the Jews invented the legend of the Nazi atrocities.
I don't have an
Wow. No, we're not making a 99% joke again, guys.
issue with that.
But I will say that I think this guy is way less than 99% sure. Way less.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. Listen. You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fucking fits, and you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately fucking resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these Orientalist perspectives, I feel like it's pretty easy to say not to kill gay people, right? I mean, like, damn, it's like I don't think that this is really that complicated. Yeah, it's just bad to do. Bad to kill gay people. I mean, shit. Like, what the fuck? What are we talking about? motherfuckers are better read than you by $1 million.
So the Nazis are really smart too. It doesn't mean they're right. I think Hassan Nasrallah was extremely intelligent and very educated. Same with Osama bin Laden. You gotta keep in mind, these guys are so smart, they can convince other people to blow themselves up for it. Yeah, they're really smart. Doesn't mean they're right. Yeah, the Unabomber. Look at the Unabomber.
Okay? Like, it's not a broken class situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get
I think
educated.
it is a broken class war.
In America and in the UK, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Also, it's Kim Jong Un, but that doesn't mean Kim Jong Un was okay or a good person. Didn't he go to college in Sweden, I think? Or Switzerland or something like that? Yeah, it's not like he was educated in North Korea. So, like, is Kim Jong Un good if he gets educated? I don't think so.
Educated in America and in the UK, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
More you learn.
This is why he's Orientalist. To literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're fucking barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy. He's read more books than you could ever imagine. And also, ultimately, he's regarded as a pretty brilliant a person.
I don't know why people have such a hard time being able to establish the reality that there are a lot of very bad people that are extremely intelligent. This is reality. Like, both of these things are very, very true. I don't know, like, and also, by the way, a lot of bad people are really intelligent because they're smart enough to make their ideas work. The dumb people that are bad, those are the ones that go to jail at like 17 because they tried to rob a bank with a banana.
In terms of like everything that he's done, you might not agree with his methods, you might not agree with his attitude overall, in terms of like, in terms of his opinions on civil liberties and shit.
Last week, Nasrallah said gay people, even if they do it once, are to be over.
That. But ultimately, this motherfucker has read a shit ton of books.
Knowledge. I feel like showing you guys enough evidence that Hezbollah is an evil terrorist organization, but have you considered this?
Somebody asked me, do you think Twitch is being hypocritic with an agenda? Yeah, I think they are hypocritical. I think a lot of people that work at Twitch support this. I was not saying, I think that they do support this. And I think that there have been enough leaks from like internal comments that they've made that I think you can draw that conclusion. I do. No, I'm not saying any specific person, but I think that there are people at Twitch who have important positions who do say these things and do believe these things. And I think that they exercise that power at the company. We really have people wanting gays to die in chat. Well, yeah, of course. We got 47,000 people watching the show. I mean, killing gay people is very popular. I mean, fuck, a lot of people do it. Yeah, I mean, we have an international audience. People from all across the world watch. Yeah, we're gonna get some homophobes in here. That's right. Yeah. That's the way it is.
You meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim, okay? That's what you meant to say. What you meant to say is they're Muslim. So of course, as they're Muslim, it's different.
If you're wondering why,
I don't like the idea that you can't criticize certain religions. I think it is ridiculous. I find it to be just so intellectually dishonest. If you like, any idea should be criticized and can be criticized. And I think that's true. Like I was saying about anti-Americanism, I think that's true of anything. Any idea, any action should be like nothing should be above criticism. You should be able to criticize Jewish people. You should be able to criticize Islamic people, Christians, Scientologists, anything. The exact same.
Trump's audience is so radicalized, it's because of stuff like this.
Israel, America's greatest ally, the most important country in the world.
It's so stressed out.
In space. Important country in the world. The nation, the most powerful democracy on the planet, is ruthlessly and mercilessly bombing southern Lebanon, including southern Beirut. What did they do? They just kind of were there. They happen to be Israel's neighbor.
You kidding?
Yeah.
You guys, someone who's critical of Israel, this retelling is fucking insane.
They just kind of were there.
Hezbollah started launching rockets into Israel hours after the October 7th raid began. They launched 12,000 rockets, killed nearly 100 people, including 12 children, and displaced 250,000 Israelis from northern Israel. That's what caused them to respond.
What did they do? Shit. Why did he ask that? What do I say? Do I tell him the real reason? No, my audience will kill me for being a Zionist. Okay, let's try this.
This is the okay. AI is crazy. Yeah, I think that might have been AI. Probably was.
Just not over there. Hell yeah, another slick political save by boots on the ground, Hassan Piker. Damn, I'm good.
Even as a pro-Palestine activist, I was lying about the Serbian agenda. All it does is further radicalize people. It removes empathy
Exactly what I'm saying. 100%.
nuance, and it avoids any criticism for his team. And this is what continues to drive this conflict on forever. Some is dedicated to pleasing this radical audience, even at the price of knowingly lying to them for TikTok and Twitter links.
So how wrong?
Or he's being paid, which, we can't rule out. What a pathetic, piece of shit liar he is. And now, let's move to Hamas, the catalyst for this entire thing. They're the ones that committed this horrible act of terrorism, one of the worst the world has ever seen. On October 7th, they were without a doubt the most extreme of all these terrorist organizations. They are Islamic jihadists that want to convert all of Israel into an Islamic State under Sharia law. That's their stated goal. Hamas has been on the designated terrorist group pretty much as long as there's been a group. These guys have been suicide bombing civilians before ISIS leaders were even born. They fired 50,000 rockets into civilian populations and performed over 100 suicide bombings, killing thousands of civilians. Women are restricted from participating in the workplace and public life. Police bodies outlawed, and in some cases, of course, punished by death. They steal foreign aid from the people of Gaza and repurpose it for military use, or they sell it back to them. For example, why are all the Hamas leaders billionaires?
We need to do this thing on. Yeah, we need to, like, guys. We gotta do this.
Now, let's be real. These guys clearly are not skipping any meals. Well, the people of Gaza languish in poverty.
Stop lying. I actually, I do think, like, I'm gonna just say it straight out. I think the U.S. military and, like, defense companies that do things for the U.S. military do have their way with these people. And I think that it's not direct, but there's intermediaries between it, and I think that they are indirect beneficiaries of our military industrial complex. I think so. And also, there is a chance that I'm wrong. That's why we do the audit. Let's find out.
These fine gentlemen are living in multi-million-dollar penthouses in Qatar. That lines up with leftist values, or, well, they were billionaires. They're all dead. They're all dead. Hamas is a bunch of psychopathic terrorists of the worst order, and nobody would be crazy enough to defend them. There's something
no.
in Hamas. Seriously? Okay. We have to make last-minute changes to this part to
Oh
prevent
my god.
from being age restricted on YouTube, and cut out the footage from Hamas, and I will attempt to narrate it for you as best I can. In this scene, an older woman is walking hand in hand with a girl who looks about 12, and as they're getting in the back of the van, one of the terrorists gives them a wave goodbye and says goodbye to them in English. And the two of them smiling wave back.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dog. Dude. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That actually, okay, that's too much. That's like, that's more than I expect. Bro, every time they're releasing content, the next week they're like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm saying.
These hostages are being released at gunpoint by the people who likely murdered their families.
Oh god. I mean, we have, listen, like, we have wild boys in our chat too, so like, it's not like this is his fault, but like, it's just funny to see it.
We find them before kidnapping them. The song peddling this narrative that they're sad to leave their captors is beyond disgusting.
The next week they're like, actually, and it's also, I mean, Stockholm syndrome is a well-established thing, and I think also, like, if you have to spend a year with somebody, yeah, some people will end up just getting along because that's what people do. Sure. I mean, I can see that it's all bullshit. Wait a minute.
It's like these are traumatized victims who are scared for their life and doing what the terrorists are telling them to do, or to avoid any conflict on the way out.
I don't know. I feel like Stockholm syndrome is a well-established reality, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the people treating them well or that they're good people. It's just a psychological phenomenon that's been observed in multiple cases. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I'm not going to be some police that is saying that it's bad. It's just, listen, I'm a very reasonable person. I'm not going to get fucking, oh my god, you can't say that. Yeah, I can, and I will.
Oh, look at the sweet masked terrorist with the AK-47. You're so nice. You guys see how he waved goodbye?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this is some crazy PR. They look traumatized as fuck. Wait, what?
I wonder
They
why.
look like they're chilling. This girl who had her foot blasted off on October 7th and operated on without anesthesia or painkillers. Is so sorry to say goodbye to her
Cute
captain.
overdrive, I love it.
She's gonna miss their hospitality, like being raped and being watched showering and changing.
The next week,
Teens forced to perform sexual acts on each. Oh, that sounds pretty bad. Women and men are being raped by Hamas. Israeli women held hostage. Okay. Right now, someone is being raped in that tunnel.
It's so obvious the terrorists are telling them what to do. Even how can you say that? They look so happy.
There's no proof. I feel like the problem isn't that they're doing it, and just wait. The problem is that people are defending them. Of course this happens. It has happened in every army, in every war, in history. This always happens. The problem is that it's being defended. That's the issue.
Keep waving. These morons forgot to cut out this part. Yes, that's a terrorist giving them an order to keep waving. When she does, you see how fast she reacts? Like a wonderful victim of terrorist kidnapping. Anyone peddling this nonsense should be embarrassed and ashamed. How pathetic you get.
the next week, you're like, actually, I'm good. Bro, they look like they're chilling.
Alright, the Houthis is one thing, but they cannot turn on Hamas propaganda videos of
He had to turn it in. Ethan couldn't show that because it would have been age restricted. The video would have been because it's like you can't show literal terrorists doing that stuff, right?
There's no way. It's hard to defend him. Freedom fighters, musical shit.
Here's a video that came out of how Hamas produces their own motherfucking sniper rifle.
It can hardly contain exaggeration for them.
Produces their own motherfucking sniper rifle.
Let's see how long you can go without offering any commentary or analysis on this Hamas hype video.
To be fair to Hassan, there are a lot of videos that he just plays and he doesn't really react to while he's eating. I'm not saying that makes it okay, but let's be honest.
Is that hot?
One minute, 36 seconds. Nice. He's taken his time to analyze and think. I expect nothing less from a journalist such as Hassan. Why not? This is stupid.
That's crazy.
Oh shit! That's great. Wow. Wow. Oh shit.
Google kill your soldiers by locally manufactured snipers. Wow, there's a little message for the Americans out there as well. They're saying like artisanal snipers. So, why am I showing you this?
Good question. Why are you showing us 2 minutes of uninterrupted Hamas propaganda? I'm sure he has a good answer.
The reason I'm showing you this is because one thing that the Israeli maintenance of the apartheid has shown us is that there were no half measures on genocide. You either gotta hit the full gen, okay? You can't.
Is the full gen? Wait, is that what I think? Oh my god. Oh man, that's fucking good.
Write that one down, yeah. On genocide. You either gotta hit the full gen, okay? You can't do half genocide, a little bit of displacement, and then continue maintaining an apartheid state and maintaining an occupation.
Yeah.
Okay? Which is basically what America did back in the day when, you know, we were building America, manifest destiny, right?
Hold on. You showed this to us because of manifest destiny? What the fuck are you talking about? This is just word salad.
Yeah.
He's really saying nothing here. So he has no good reason. Got it. Okay, fine. He likes Hamas. He watches their propaganda. But he's not going to deny the violent rapes that took place. That is way beyond the veil.
There is one instance in captivity that we have actually got verifiable evidence on. Beyond that, the systematized mass rapes that Hamas built on October 7th, not a single bit of that has been verified. And people still run with it over and over and over again.
I feel like there are two very important terms that are being used here in order to displace accountability: systematic and mass. So it's like there are rapes that are probably happening, right? But if you try to categorize it in this way that maybe it's not like, oh, it's Tuesday at 6 p.m., oh, that's rape day. That doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't happening.
Young people who are simply attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped. As I said today, Israel has a right to defend itself.
What rape has nothing to do, bro, what rapes did Hamas do? What are you talking about? The stop anti-Semitism account that consider me the anti-Semite of the week. It's also been hallucinating rapes once again. Doing rape fantasies once again because they're fucking mentally ill.
I wonder why all the. It seems interesting. It's like a lot of the women that get released, a lot of them are talking about how rapes happen. It seems like the only people that are saying that it's not happening are the people that might be doing it. And so, like, and the people that are defending it said, yeah, sure. Well, like, I don't know. That seems kind of odd.
Hamas has committed horrific acts of sexual violence and
Women, girls, men, boys, slaughtered after during sexual violence. The deadliest day for the Jewish people. Doesn't matter if rapes happen on October 7th. Like, it doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people that can't contend with. Like,
I think about Brooklyn leftists go from believe all women to Pixar didn't happen. The vast majority of people, if not all, were raped, were murdered on the spot, obviously.
Dawn Goldstein Allo was kidnapped from her home on October 7th by Hamas terrorists and held captive for 51 days. Though only 17 years old, she witnessed the murder of her father and sister on that day, and is now speaking out about what she witnessed in Gaza as well in a new documentary by Sheryl Sandberg, Screams Before Silence. In new footage, a gun reveals that sexual assault and rape was a regular component of the life.
They did it. Duh. Like, fucking obviously they did this. Like, how do people think this wasn't happening? It's no shit. Yeah, of course.
As a hostage in Gaza.
doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th.
So maybe you would like to call her a liar. Please go right ahead.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th.
There are dozens of testimonies from witnesses, most of whom were in hiding and heard or saw it happen. And each week there's more stories coming out. There's a UN report that concludes it happened. Doesn't matter what Hassan, he's a rape kit from a mutilated body, so vile, denying suffering and trauma of the victims just because.
And it's also just common sense. I mean, this has been happening for thousands of years. They've been doing this. Like, what are the odds that it's not happening this time? Like, really? Like, just take a step back and think about this. The thing that always happened isn't happening this one time. Okay. For sure.
Here's at Hamas to be perfect. This conflict will never end until people realize that Palestinian liberation and Israeli security are not mutually exclusive. You need both, and it can be done, but not while people like Hassan lie, propagandize, and incite hate. There's people like him, ironically, that prolong the conflict indefinitely. There's no space for conversation. There's no space for rational thought. There's no space for nuance. My position on Palestine is like 5 degrees off from where Hassan is. And to him and his community, I'm the devil.
I think that's what's happened with a lot of leftist perspectives and a lot of leftist platforms. And I think that, like, this is what happened. And I think that Hassan used to give a lot more kind of measured, like, feedback and, like, criticism. And I think he gave a lot more measured, like, takes on things. And I feel like one of the turning points of what happened was, like, I remember Hogwarts Legacy. And, like, in Hogwarts Legacy, like, he was like, yeah, I think people are going a little too overboard with, like, their criticism for this. And I remember, like, a lot of his fan base turned on him and they got really mad at him for saying that. And I feel like ever since then, I think that he's gotten a lot, like, I don't think he's gone against his audience and against certain types of extremism since that. And I think that this has happened with a lot of people, is that more and more that they get kind of in this, like, kind of, it's like a vicious circle. I don't really want to say that it's entirely, like, audience capture, but I think it's a kind of, like, a vicious circle of, like, radicalization, where the audience radicalizes the streamer and then the streamer radicalizes the audience. And I think that you had people that were giving more measured opinions for things, maybe, let's say, like, 5 years ago or 3 years ago, kind of refrain from doing that now because they're worried about kind of upsetting the extremists in their group. And I think this has been, I think Hassan has been a victim of this. Not that he's necessarily not in control of his own destiny, but I think that his content has had that happen. Yeah, really even radicalized by your audience. No, I'm sure people are going to say that about me too. People are going to say, that's the obvious, like, yeah, no you, right? I mean, of course people are going to say no you. That's fine. But what I'm saying is I think that's happened with him as well. Right? I don't think that that's happened with me, personally. And I'm sure he'll probably disagree with it happening to him, with him thinking that it happened to him. I'm sure he's probably not going to say, oh yeah, I did this for sure. But that's what my take is on it as somebody who's watched the content over years. Does that make sense?
It's delusional thinking, and it's destructive to their own cause.
The matter of fact, what does it change the dynamic for me even this much? God forbid you throw out the Korean Hamas banner.
Well, yeah, it's kind of bad, right?
And now, let's move on to our next terrorist organization, Twitch TV. Sinwar, Nasrallah, Dan Clancy.
Of course, I think it's irresponsible to do that. This is a point. I think that Ethan shouldn't have put that in the video. That's too much.
I'm being a little silly when I call Twitch a terrorist
It's a joke.
organization.
I know it's a joke, but look. I've been very consistent about advocating violence and these kinds of things. He's being silly. I know he's being silly. I know he doesn't mean it. I just don't think we should do that. That's all.
It's only a megaphone for terrorist propaganda. Dan Clancy
And by the way, I want you guys to like. Do you see how I said that? And a lot of people got mad at me for it, and they're still getting mad at me for this. That's the exact thing that I think a lot of people are afraid of. I'm not afraid of making a lot of people mad because I make so much content that even the worst controversy is like non-existent after a week. So I don't need to worry about this. But a lot of other people are terrified of it.
for a few years. Under his leadership, there's been a few notable instances. One being reducing the premium subscription split from 70/30 to 50/50, which was reversed after backlash. He also attempted to ban the size of sponsored logos on stream to 3% of the size of the screen. It was also reversed after backlash. So he essentially achieved nothing. Well, there's one thing. He actually laid off 900 employees. That one he did not take back. But here's where the trouble begins. He likes his son.
By the way, I mean, you lay off 900 employees, Twitch works pretty much the fucking same. I mean, kind of interesting, huh? Huh? How about that?
Really likes his son. Let me read you an excerpt from a recent interview Dan did. Not a gamer himself, Clancy mostly watches musicians or talk shows on Twitch. He particularly enjoys leftist political commentator Hassan Pipers. I like the frankness and the bluntness. He's comfortable saying whatever he believes. Don't you think that might be part of the problem there, Danny Boy?
The matter of fucking breaks habit, Hardcore 7.
By speaking what he
Well, I
believes.
think the problem is that these guys get banned and then Hassan doesn't get banned for speaking what he believes. I think that a lot of people would respect Dan for saying that if these other guys were also given a platform. But like Nick is banned, Alex Jones, as far as I know, is banned. Sneeko has been banned and unbanned. Myron, I'm not really sure where he's at right now. But like the problem is that it's a biased perspective that's masquerading as an ideology. You don't like the fact that people are blunt and outspoken. You just agree with them because other people who are blunt and outspoken get banned. That's the issue. That's the problem. And Destiny too. Like I know earlier I was criticizing Destiny and being negative about him, but Destiny does not deserve to be banned on Twitch. He should not be banned on Twitch. What he got banned for was ridiculous and it was completely unfair. That's the second. Listen, I'm not gonna get into that. This is before any of those allegations came out. Unless he got banned for something that's totally off the table that I don't know about. Nothing publicly that Destiny did while he was on Twitch should have caused him to get banned. That was outrageous that he did.
He should be on Rumble with the other fringe radical political streamers, but no, not under Dan Clancy's watch. Dan has elevated him to the status of
My viewpoint is that nobody should be banned. I think the only thing you should be banned for is advocating for violence. And doxing and maybe like 3 other things, right? So my perspective is Hassan shouldn't be banned, Sneeko shouldn't be banned, Nick shouldn't be banned, Destiny shouldn't be banned, Alex Jones shouldn't be banned, and Byron shouldn't be banned. Nobody should be banned. That's my viewpoint. And Aiden shouldn't be banned, no. Like, and by the way, this is why I support Twitter, like Elon Musk buying Twitter. Nobody on that list is banned on Twitter. I support Twitter. Frogan? I don't think Frogan should be banned. Like in a perfect world, based off of the TOS, she should be banned. But if I were to write the TOS, I would write it where Frogan wouldn't be banned. No. If she wants to be obnoxious and rude and call people racial slurs, fuck her. Just don't watch. Really, just stop watching it. Problem solved. I don't care about that. I don't tell people thinking I can't say it, it's not my problem. Fuck that. Advocating for violence is different. That's where we started to take. I'm sorry, but I believe in freedom of speech. Yeah, I know, guys. It must be very upsetting. Very upsetting. The Jewish are violence, well, then that's a separate conversation.
Bullet boy. And if you still have
Everybody else. I understand that the company wants to maintain this position because of advertising, but I do not like the idea that I'm having my morality dictated to me by a company who uses slave labor in third world countries to make bullshit, and they lock people inside of buildings overnight, and they have basically slaves making coal mines. I don't want to have my morality dictated to me by a company that utilizes slavery. Then I don't respect their moral position at all. These companies would be criminally capable if they were on World War II. They don't have any ideology other than money.
Now, let this settle matter. Just for clarity, Dan Clancy's the one filming and singing in the studio.
Happy birthday to you.
What the fuck?
Happy birthday to you.
Bro, we're never beating the Hassan Runs Twitch allegations after this.
Yeah, he knows this is bad, and then they'll do that. Because now it's going to make them look bad if Hassan says anything bad in the future. Yeah, it's funny, even Hassan knows it's bad.
Oh my god.
He knows it's bad.
Happy birthday, dear son.
That's crazy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Professor Son.
I've been looking around and I genuinely have never seen another video like this anywhere, where Dan Clancy, the radio top executive, forced all these poor sons of bitches during a lunch break to gather around in the crew room and sing happy birthday for Hassan Piker. How humiliating is that? There's also a small issue of Dan being a total creep. One or more clips.
That's right.
And then Quincy. Okay? So if you want to check out the stories, this
Nice.
see what you missed yesterday. You click there, and now you're in stories.
My man.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, also.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to check out the stories, see what you missed yesterday. You click there.
I mean, you guys know, I am the last person who will ever criticize this. I am not going to try to grandstand about this and act like, oh, it's so problematic that Dan did this. I do not give a fuck. Sorry. You're only 40? Shut up! She's very nice.
You know, Dan, I would let this creep marry though. If it didn't happen twice, roll it.
You want to see clips? Swipe this way and now you're seeing clips. The clips and that's
First of all, it's gross enough you're a creep, but what an incompetent idiot you are. You're
I
just
don't think it's gross. Just look at girls. I don't think it's weird. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm just like, I don't think it's weird. There's nothing wrong with it. He's a guy. He's attracted to women. Like, what are you talking about?
CEO of Twitch, you get caught with the fucking.
He's like 17? Yeah, I know. When I'm 17, I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I say right now. Roll what? Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, there's, yeah, I mean, like, he's for adult women, right?
You get caught with it early on your homepage twice?
Yeah.
Bro, come on, dude. You got life, man.
I mean, I'm like, hey.
You don't want that. Don't want that in my head, bro. It's also a little bit disturbing considering, you know, he's these people's bosses. Right, so he's incompetent. He's a creep. He's protecting terrorist propagandists. So what's up? So what's the big deal? And Clancy. Well, what happened next is what really made me realize how corrupted and rotten Twitch is to the very core of the organization. First, let me introduce you to Frogan.
Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Why can they defend racism and not violence? If you defend freedom of speech, why can they defend? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, here we go. There's Frogan. Which, by the way, I found this to be kind of odd. I met Frogan IRL, and I talked with her. She's very nice. It's always weird to talk to people that have, like, these personalities online. And I'm sure, yeah, she's very nice. I get along with her. Everything's fine. And then some crazy shit like this happens fake. I'm going to say.
Should go people back to rope.
She's one of the son's main moderators. She's leading great discourse like
Arabs are so scary. He's so Islamophobic, actually racist. Never again.
Ethan's Islamophobic for saying don't kill civilians.
Yep.
She has zero talent. She has 100 concurrent viewers, but somehow she's always on the homepage. She's winning awards. Nobody's watching her. Nobody cares. Why is she relevant? We don't know. So,
I think that obviously, it's very obvious to me. Like, they're trying to put her up there because she's like an ethnic minority. I mean, sure, of course, that's what's going to happen.
or pretty sure
I mean, they literally even said that, right? I mean, they said that. That's why they're TwitchCon.
an actual horrible person Frogan is. So that you can see who Twitch is elevating. So let's start with this clip. Ludwig, a streamer on Twitch, donating $10,000 to the Palestinian.
Bro, imagine donating $10,000 to somebody's cause, and then they call you a fucking cracker. Are you kidding me? This is crazy.
That's a wonderful thing to do.
This is
That's not good enough for Frogan.
I find ultimately, like, if I were to do a charity thing, where the charity thing relies on your donations, it should be something where, like, 95% of people feel good and are down for it. And, like, ultimately, regardless of what you think, that is not the situation here. So I personally donated 10K. Because I think it is worthwhile.
I love watching Ludwig try to navigate these different social situations because it's so fucking obvious that he literally just wants to make money and make content, not have anything to do with any politics or anything like that. But then all of his friends constantly get him into situations that are political. Like, he legitimately, I think he does care, but I think that he realizes that doing it is something that is bad for his brand, and so he doesn't want to do that for business reasons. And I find it funny to watch it happen because you can tell he's so stressed out. He's like, I have to fucking say something and have an opinion on this, and he does not want to have an opinion on this. He doesn't want to deal with it at all. He's so stressed. It is. Was he? No, he doesn't. He just simply doesn't. Listen, just because he doesn't want to get martyred for your cause doesn't make him a pussy, okay? It doesn't make him a cracker either, Frogan.
If you guys got some extra bread, I would recommend you donate. But I won't throw it on you, you know what I mean? No thanks. This is what I said, you know what I mean? That's why it's a difference.
This is a cracker day.
For instance, like, I can put my money where my mouth is, but I don't need to put your money there. I don't need to enter fucking Bill Gates.
This is my favorite part.
I'm not very nasty.
Not this.
I don't care if they're dying, but you know, I'm just here to donate.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Hey, I'm donating $10,000, but I'm not going to promote it.
Here it comes.
Just don't say donate $10,000. Like, if you don't actively believe, you don't believe in the cause, then you're not against genocide at this point. Like, keep your fucking money. Keep your $10,000.
She's turning away the $10,000 on behalf of the Palestinians that are like, they want. She's like, no, they don't need your $10,000. Like, the cracker part is like, okay, yeah, it's just stupid, right? But like, if you're turning down their money, how do you do that?
$1,000. Keep your little chunk change. Like, are we going to do congratulations?
Imagine being Frogan, a leftist living in LA in comfort, begging for a rent money. Telling displaced and famished Palestinian children, no way, you get that 10,000 back. Ludwig didn't pass my
He didn't need it.
test.
Keep your fucking money.
Oh my god.
War.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Blah, blah. Distracting you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. The US military? Who fucking who? I will be a PTSD. Oh my god, I'm Camaro Jones, fuck you. I will be a PTSD. But I will be a fucking to get back to fucking America.
This clip obviously made the rounds on social media and rightfully outraged a lot of people. Here's how she responded the next day.
I will be a PTSD.
Please.
But I will be a fucking to get back to fucking America.
Is
If they go to I'm like, base?
Man.
Base? Like, am I supposed to be like, I'm not walking back, I'm still walking to agree with base?
Smugly finds Frogan joining this only because she knows that Twitch will do nothing to moderate her,
No,
despite
they won't. They will do nothing.
Everything being classified as a protected group in Twitch's own community guidelines. By the way, they're more.
Okay, 6250. 9/11 vacation with Rapid Capri. If we get to this goal by 9/11, Capri, Rapid and I will make the Twin Towers on the stacked thing. Then we'll make an airplane, and we'll recreate 9/11.
To be fair, this is again something that I'm not even going to pretend to moralize about this. You know, the catching the illegal aliens with Tom Holman. I've had a number of jokes that I think are a lot worse than this one. I'm not even going to begin to try to talk about how bad this is. Okay, we're not going to pretend.
This tweet was the final straw for me. You'll notice the date is October 7th, 2020.
Yeah, this one was really good. But here's the funny. I think they're funny too. I do. I think that I'm funny. My terrorism, like dark humor jokes, are way better than hers. Look, if she wants some better terrorist jokes, she can just hit me up. I'll come up with some good ones. Okay.
3. The morning of the massacre at 5:30 a.m. Pacific.
5 in the morning?
The Muslims had infiltrated a music festival in Sebokabati. They began their wanton slaying of civilians. Here's what she tweeted. Leftists preach it foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America. And as soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. It's not what she said. It's when she said it.
Well, she's obviously referring to what happened on October 7th. It's not like this is random, right? I mean, she obviously meant that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot harder to get people to agree with you whenever you're killing and raping civilians. Like it is. It's like you're like, this is our message. We kill and rape civilians. Okay, well, that doesn't really get as many people, right? Yeah, it's just a bad message. A lot of people don't like that.
On Twitter celebrating, I was listening to the local news in Israel. Families were calling into news stations begging for help. Let me show you what I mean.
Yes, fine.
The morning of October 7th, Israelis were listening to calls like this all morning long.
Yeah.
Imagine reading this tweet after listening to this. This woman should have moved on years ago to another profession, but for some reason Twitch is obsessed with keeping her on life support.
To be fair, both of these events were not Twitch events, and they were run by, ironically, Cutie Cinderella, who's Logan's girlfriend.
Instead of moderating her, they actually gave her an award, Together for Legendary Woman, in which she would get front page.
Wait, Twitch gave her that? Wait, I didn't even know about this one. Oh, fuck, never mind. Legendary woman.
All year long. This is actually my favorite detail about Frogan. She won a Rising Star Award at the Streamer Award. I won't open up like her friends. And then, the next year, she gets nominated for Rising Star again. Are you fucking with her? You can't be Rising Star twice. It's up or it's down, man. Like, you were never up. That was the problem. They tried to pretend like you were up, but you were always down. Rising Star twice. She's rich. What's the
Yeah,
fuck?
just remember, fucking Miz joking about this. Jeff still upset.
Mario Kart in a booth up there, so get it.
The picture is fake in the second one. Yes, that's correct. The picture that was used in the second image is in fact fake, but it is true that she was nominated and won Rising Star 2 years in a row. I think that maybe she didn't win both years, but she was nominated 2 years in a row. Yeah, but it'd be fun. Like it's the wrong image, but the right argument. She won one, lost one. Well, that would make sense, right?
Because Frogan is a two-time Rising Star champ, and because of her massive viewership of 100 concurrent viewers, it only makes sense that Twitch would give her one of the main stages at TwitchCon to do a 45-minute-long segment. Her idea that was Twitch approved. Arab to Jew, racial terrorist.
Oh god. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? This chick's even a thing? Yeah, I don't know.
So the premise is who can say Habib, an Arabic word of affection like baby or sweetheart. This tier list determines who can say top, most desirable tier is Arab. And at the bottom, the worst one is, quote, Love Sabra. Now, why does Love Sabra equate to Jews? Sabra, the well-known Israeli company that makes hummus, they've been on the divestment list for many, many years, so the activists are well aware of their status. Oh yeah, and Sabra literally means a Jew that was born in Israel. It also plays up it.
The Jewish person born in Israel. Huh. How about that? Yeah.
It also plays up an anti-Semitic trope that denies Jewish identity in the Middle East. There's this idea that Israelis are all white colonizers who are stealing the culture and identity of Arabs to make it seem like they belong there. Like Frogan and her co-hosts accuse Israelis of culturally appropriating Arab culture.
But the one thing that's like funny is that there's two types of like genocide, right? There's like genocide for real people, and there's like cultural genocide, right? Like it's fucking funny. Those motherfuckers trying to take hummus and say it's Israeli is the most insane thing to me.
Dude, the fact that they have the audacity to create Sabra and make that look a staple of America, insane.
It's just gross. It does. Hell, that's actually like cultural appropriation. Like keeping a man with someone has like dreadlocks and they call that cultural appropriation. This is like a heavy. Like it's okay. People like white people are not that dreadlocks anymore. Dreadlocks are like actually trying to claim our food, our desserts.
Just one question for you guys. Who the fuck do you think is making the hummus in Israel? Martha Stewart? No, it's the same fucking Arabic speaking.
Yeah, my understanding is that Jews and Arabs were all they all came from the same fucking place, basically. Like that's my understanding. I'm not gonna be wrong about that. I mean, I don't think it's entirely true every time, right? And like obviously, as time is going on, things change. But like, I mean, I don't know, is this like a forbidden fact or something? Like, I don't know, this is just established. Some people just do this.
Jews that you kicked out in the 1950s.
Yeah.
Yes, they also like hummus, and they like all the same shit you do. Because they know you, they're from your country. You kicked them all out, and now you're accusing them of stealing your culture. You want to talk about cultural genocide? Well, here it is. You racist piece of shit.
Those motherfuckers trying to take hummus and say it's Israeli is the most insane thing to me.
Hey, scumbag, here's a hummus place you see Yemen. The chef is from Yemen. Here's another dude from Syria. Does this dude look like a white colonizer to you? Would you like to tell him he's
See, this is one thing that I think is also probably true. Like, I really don't know about this, but I think that in places where there are both like Arabs and Jewish people, I think that probably in a lot of cases they just generally get along. Am I wrong about that? And yeah, they do. Yeah, they probably do, right? Exactly. And so, I feel like this is another issue, is that you have people that are like super ideologically motivated that end up radicalizing groups of normal people that end up making everything in the world a worse place. I think that's it. It's a bit more nuanced than that, but yeah. I'm sure there's friction. Of course, there's friction. But like in general, I think people generally can get along, right? In a lot of cases, even if they're very different. I think that in the U.S. that's definitely true. And so I think that normal people are getting radicalized by this. And when you actually probably see a lot of these places, it's everybody getting along and there are no problems. Which is part of the loser. Yeah, no, for sure. That's also a religion thing. Yeah, no doubt.
culture. This is what most Israelis look like.
Dude, the fact that they have the audacity to create summer.
This is casual bigotry being passed around like a leftist talking point. It's exactly what people are saying, that anti-Semitism is coming mostly from the left. And yes, I know this dipshit is also Jewish. Incredible. He picked up so many tokens, he actually became one. And by the way, everybody on this panel is looking pretty fucking white themselves. So bear in mind this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like, yeah. Like, I mean, look at my stand, look at their stand, it's pretty close, right? I mean, let's be honest. It's pretty close.
Incredible. He picked up so many tokens, he actually became one. And by the way, everybody on this panel is looking pretty fucking
This guy too, I mean, like, I mean, I don't know what, and I'm a pale guy, right? I'm a really pale guy. It's just interesting.
and white themselves. So bear all this in mind. It's really not a stretch to say that the Love Sovereign bracket is a dog whistle for Israelis or Jews.
The next person is one of my favorite people. Ethan Klein.
Oh, that was a good one. That's good, right?
We all know where this is going. These are missing category for Zionists. I'm a joke. That was just a joke in my.
He's love sovereign, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
It's definitely love sovereign.
Generic full.
Put him in the bad Jew category. Oh, put him in the bad Jew category quick. Oh, God. Oh, Twitch just puts me so fucking bad on this. Oh, my God.
People are more subtle. So if it wasn't obvious enough, they pulled me one of the best known Jewish creators. And neither put me in Sabra. The song, by the way, was Turkish. I care, I care. That's the good one. That's the good one. The hair ethnicity is S tier. Then Dems jokes that we don't have a category low enough for Zionists. What's going to call me on my Jewish identity?
Where's the user missing category for Zionists?
And if it isn't about being Jewish, why would they put Ben Shapiro in the thumbnail? One of the other post-punk.
Come on, you listen. Come on. You had to do it to him?
Prominent Jews on YouTube. The category next to me when he's not even featured in the game. Who's next down there? Anne Frank, Einstein, Seth Rogen, Schindler. He was what they put down there. Let's be real. It also doesn't help the case that both my wife and Ben Shapiro's wife were born in Israel, which would make them Sabras. So what? Sabra literally in this case means Jew lover. That sounds pretty racist. The title, how arrogant are these Twitch streamers? Flawed in it. I thought this was about hummus. You know, I'm tired of these people gaslighting me. Haven't the Jews been gassy enough? See.
You went there? Well, I mean, I'm so like, the thing is that I'm so glad that people are not tone policing themselves over this stuff. This is fucking hilarious to me. I think it's so funny. I am so over the era of these fat, annoying, busybody Karens telling you what's funny and what's not. That was funny.
You're telling me you understand what ignite microaggression is, but you can't understand why a Jewish man might be uncomfortable with this. I feel like this is indefensible, blatant, obvious anti-Semitism, and this was greenlit by Twitch to appear on their main stage. How is that possible? Right in front of their sponsors too: Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. This racial tier list was brought to you by our sponsors: Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. This is an example of Twitch management elevating a racist nobody like Rogan at the detriment of their own company's well-being. Why? After the predictable controversy this caused, Dan Clancy, the CEO, went live for the first time after 2 weeks, and did an FAQ.
It's exciting to be here. Very thanks for having me. It's always enjoyed to this with you. And we'll let you talk about it. And looking forward to questions.
Let's take a look at some of the questions they got. This person asked, do you plan?
Well, there's an anti-Semitism problem, and he got banned for that. Yeah, I can see that.
Now addressing the anti-Semitism problem, Dan's response, permanent ban.
Yeah.
Why do you not ban streamers that show terrorist propaganda on your website? Good question. Permanent ban.
God, bitch.
Man, do you have a comment about the ADL and anti-Semitism on Twitch? What the fuck is the CEO banning people for asking reasonable questions about irrelevant controversy they've been in? What the fuck is this? These aren't even written like in a mean way. You are banned, just like the entire country of Israel. It had just been oh my god.
Should have seen Dems cover this. I'm sure she, let me guess, she was upset. Was that angry? She was? Yeah. I could have assumed that.
Covered around the same time as this tier list, that Twitch had secretly, without announcing it anywhere, banned the entire country of Israel from creating new accounts. This was enacted right after October 7th, and it continued on for a year. And if you're wondering how you didn't hear about it before, it's not because the Israelis weren't talking. Here's the top Israeli streamer's video of it, which is entitled "Twitch does not want Jews on their platform." He explains that they slowly started to realize no accounts could be made, and him and his fellow Israeli streamers were causing a lot of noise to get noticed. But Twitch completely ignored them for 5 months. When he created a support ticket with Twitch,
The family Israel was a mess with Palestine put in there. I think that, so the defense that Twitch ran for this was they said that they were doing it in order to prevent people from talking about terror content and like violent content. But I don't think that that was really true because they didn't ban IP addresses from Ukraine, and they haven't banned IP addresses from other countries that were embroiled in conflict either. So I think that if this was a policy to ban IP addresses based off of the current countries like conflict situation, then it would apply to other places besides Israel. So you can logically assume that that's not the reason because it wouldn't apply to other situations.
straight up deleted with zero explanation. Around the end of the year, when people started talking about anti-Semitism on Twitch, Dan Saltman discovered the Israel ban. He was sent the code proving the law happened, presumably from someone who works at Twitch, and it could no longer be ignored.
Yeah, kind of recently actually. We'll see what happens in the future. I don't think this whole saga is over.
Israeli and American media started to pick up the story, which finally forced Twitch to respond. He also explains that the block started on October 13th, which happens to be Global Jihad Day, and Islamic terrorist call on others globally to act, which he thinks is an odd coincidence. They were
It's probably an odd coincidence, but it's definitely, there sure are a lot of coincidences, huh? There's a lot of coincidences. Wow. Think about how many coincidences there are. I'm sniffing a single line.
notified in any way and encouraged no offense in their business. No reason he doesn't feel safe with Dan Clancy in power, as he feels he can no longer trust him. When Israelis try to sign up, they give you a generic error message. It doesn't say anything. Doesn't
I think Dan, like listen, Dan knows this. Dan can reach out to me whenever he wants. If he wants to get some insight from a person who I hope that he knows that I'm not biased. I think that Twitch has a huge problem. And I think that it is right underneath the surface. And I think that if the problem goes the way I think it will go, it could negatively affect his career in a very way. And I think that's what will happen. I think it already has, to be honest. Now, I've defended Dan a lot, and I still continue to defend Dan, because I do not think he's a bad actor. I think that he is just being irresponsible. But if he wants to reach out to me, and I have no problem working with other people that are, across the aisle for this kind of stuff, I think that he should get people like me and Hassan. And we need to figure this out before this website gets shut the fuck down and advertisers all leave. Because it will happen. I guarantee you it will fucking happen. And Destiny, and Stan's talking, right? Like, I mean, this is a legitimate problem. Like, and I don't see how people can't see this. I don't. I don't see how people, like, am I crazy for seeing this? It's so clear. Amazon pulled the plug, you defend Dan to your own detriment, the guy is corrupt. I don't think that's what's happening. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think that. And I don't think Amazon will pull the cord. I think that they will probably replace the leadership. They will replace the leadership and then replace it. And this is why I think that even people like Hassan should come to the table with this. Is that if this happens, I think the type of content that both of us do will be on the chopping block. I think that's what will happen. Because if I was Amazon, that's what I would do. Because let's be honest, 99% of the problems on Twitch come from 5 people. I'm one of them, and he's one of them. Maybe 10. And so, yeah, I think we need to figure this out before this gets out of control. I don't want to have to play, like, I've watched his son play Marvel Rivals. You guys don't want to watch that. You don't want to watch me play Marvel Rivals either. Like, we gotta figure this shit out before things get real bad.
Yes, that's it. You're ineligible because you're different. So, when one of these guys wrote to Twitch customer service, this is what they said. I'm really sorry you are having issues creating an account. We reviewed your case thoroughly and can confirm that unfortunately you are not eligible to create Twitch accounts. As a result, we will be closing your case at this time. Under the new increased scrutiny, Dan Clancy panicked and posted 2 terrible explanations that were immediately community noted. Now, the Twitch say on one hand that they reviewed the case thoroughly, and then on the other hand say it was an accident and they didn't know. This is all very fishy. A big media company like Twitch doesn't realize that their new account signups from Israel has completely flatlined. You're telling me that you guys didn't notice that. That's impossible. Then, at the same time, it was announced that Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, and the Little Lucky Twin Terrorists were all unbanned and they could stream again on Twitch. This is like a
Which, by the way, I mean, it's not the movie guy, because he's like literally advocating for genocide. That's not really, not so good, right? But otherwise, yeah.
holy trinity of anti-Semitism.
Switch, welcome. I know we had gotten banned or whatever, or we got suspended, but I went ahead and appealed it, and we're back in house, man. So probably haters out there that were like,
Who is in last, by the way?
we're back in house. They can't stop us.
It's really fast work eventually rebanned. But the decision to unban those 3 creators at that exact time and bring 3 of the best known anti-Semites on the internet seems to clearly be trying to send a message. And then it was discovered that Twitch's head of policy and community guidelines was previously fired from her job publicly by the British government. Why? She does not like the Jews. That's right.
Uh-oh. Too many coincidences? No, guys. I'm sure all these things are coincidences.
Her head of trust and safety was previously suspended from her job at Offcoin for being too anti-Zionist. And guess where her very next job was at? That's right, Twitch TV. Apparently she was posting pro-Hamas tweets only mere days after October 7th happened. That's so interesting. It sounds just like someone else we know.
Didn't Dan make a video about that? I think he did, right? Yeah, I talked to him privately about this before the end of the video. And I was kind of shocked. It was insane.
Supporting terrorists is institutional. Hell, it might even be a prerequisite. Take a look at this tweet from Twitch's senior manager of inclusive marketing, Bridget Shermanton, on October 12th. People are posting screenshots of them donating to Israel relief funds. Shake my head, y'all are truly rooting for the oppressor. Read a damn book.
I mean, man, that's actually correct. Well, it's not really. So the reason why it's not is because a person living in Israel is not categorically an oppressor. And if you view every person who's living inside of a country as an oppressor, which means that they're effectively a military target, you're basically justifying a genocide, right? Because you would say that it's okay to kill all of them. So it's very easy to say that Israel as a country does bad things. And it's easy to say that the IDF is bad. It's easy to say that their foreign policy is bad. But it's very hard to justify saying that the relief funds that go to people that live in Israel who have been negatively affected, had their house blown up, or have had family members killed by terrorists, that these people are not victims. I think this is, I mean, how many of you guys are not retarded and you completely agree with this? Okay, everybody, basically, yeah, everybody. Wow, what a surprise. Israelis aren't monolith. Yeah, and I think that there are probably, I bet that there are a lot of Israelis who don't like what their government is doing. The same as there's probably a lot of Russians that don't like what their government is doing. I'm sure there's Ukrainians, Chinese people, Americans who don't like it either. Of course, right? And so to act like they're a monolith is, I think it's down.
Look, this tweet was made only 5 days after the October 7th massacre. The allegations she's criticizing would go to families like this.
Right, exactly.
If they were still alive. This entire family was murdered in cold blood by Hamas terrorists on October 7th. Bridget, who did these little girls oppress? How can you act so high and mighty for your cause and be so callous and inhuman for the innocents on the other side?
Wow, there's never been a case of a person who advocates for inclusion that actually turns out to be a psycho that is okay with killing people that they disagree with. Wow, has that ever happened before? Oh wait, that hasn't happened for 3 hours. Actually, no, 4, because I'm watching this video for 1. Yeah, I feel like it's just like, yeah, pretty much every time.
This statement was made by the senior manager for inclusive marketing.
Yeah.
Is that some kind of joke? Is this what inclusion looks like at Twitch?
Inclusion is including everybody whenever you go.
Is it really crazy at this point, after all this, to say that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem? I think it would be harder at this point to argue the opposite. Oh, Bridget, one more thing, sorry, I forgot.
What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jewish kid? I mean, I'm trying to think of what the racist. So it probably has to do with like circumcision, right? And something about like, yeah, I can easily get 2011 down, the camps.
I'm to answer this riddle. What's the difference between a Boy Scout?
This is I don't know this racist joke. This is very advanced racism. I'm actually kind of embarrassed.
Jewish kid. I'm
So
standing
it
by.
can't be the camps of concentration camp. That's too easy.
Let us know. And yes, it's true. I should point out this tweet is from
It
2000.
is. So it's like, oh, the Boy Scouts get like medals for going to camps, but that wouldn't even make sense either, because they gave the Jewish people things too. That's so stupid. It's not even a good joke.
It's on our letters from Arlington. Sarah Silverman tweeted out, Kanye threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter. It's not even trending. Why do most Jews speak up against Jewish hate? The science is so loud. Bridget said, this was the energy I was around when I worked with two Jewish women in social impact who were both senior to me. She's trying to make Sarah Silverman seem...
This is the, in my opinion, I don't like either one of these people. This is an absolutely let them fight situation, because this is like DEI or Boris. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it.
like some kind of Jewish Karen for caring about the anti-Semitism. I wouldn't really care about any of this. If she wasn't the head of fucking diversity at Twitch, what the fuck is happening here? This is insane. So people like her deciding what is and isn't okay on Twitch, there's no surprise they end up with these extraordinarily uneven enforcements of the rules.
Yeah.
Take, for example, this clip of the streamer Destiny, who's permanently banned for what he said.
This is back in his network engagement. It's not like, to the risk of me, like, anything, like, my life destroyed. It's like, very fucking disgusting. It's like, this is not worth it. This is totally not worth it.
And okay, fair enough. If you're going to be consistent with the enforcement, then
He's going to show the clip of Hassan saying we're going to run.
let's have a friendly place, a safe environment. It's calling out a minority group in Reddit, which results in...
Because I know he said that, everyone happened.
Okay. Okay, has anyone else done that?
Jewish KKK brigades out there. There's a bunch of fucking inbred kids. Imagine the most inbred white supremacist guy you can imagine, okay? And there's another fucking psychopathic senator, inbred fucking douchebag. Inbred fucking douchebags in the background here.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Hassan, a non-Jewish person, is referring to Jews as inbred consistently throughout his career.
Inbred, ultra-orthodox psychopaths.
Zero punishment. Hassan, interviewing a Houthi fighter.
Allah is doing what movie would do. You should know that.
Zero punishment. Hassan, watching terrorist propaganda with zero critical commentary.
Like, what are these musicals? They're very musical people. I don't know, are you serious?
Zero punishment. Hassan, threatening a sitting congressperson. This one actually blew my mind. When I saw he tweeted that, I said,
I think that was a pretty big mistake. I'm surprised he tweeted that too. I think that was a really bad one. I'm actually surprised he didn't get in trouble for this. Like, no meme or whatever, like, this is a really, this is a really bad one.
I said, he's gone after this for sure. For sure. For those
Like,
looking
that was
on
on Twitter, right? I mean, like, I should get banned on Twitch for that. But like, I was surprised you get banned on Twitch or Twitter or anything like that for seconds. Is that the guy who killed Shinzo Abe? Yeah, it is. It's the guy who's taking it.
Hey, that's this weapon. I'll explain. Shinzo Abe is the Japanese prime minister. He served from 2012 to 2020. He was assassinated in July of 22, and a stunning fashion that left the Japanese public horrified. He was killed with a makeshift weapon that the shooter had built himself at home. So when Hassan saw this tweet that he didn't like, he posted this.
So this is, I mean, it's obviously advocacy for violence. I don't see how anybody could interpret it in any other way. And if he thinks it's not, then I would dare him to tweet it as arbitrary. See what happens. He would never do that. It's obvious that it was.
In what can only be presumed as an invitation to someone in his fan base to build his weapon and then assassinate this same congressperson who wrote a tweet he did not like. I genuinely do not know if he did land himself in prison for making terroristic threats. Zero punishment. Let the streets stop being the fucking just not a problem. It underscores the disturbing trends of leftists on Twitch. The problem is, if you can believe it, these people are frequently making death threats and facing zero consequence. I don't.
I said this before. Nobody wanted to listen.
Well, it sounds far-fetched, but I assure you it's very real.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? 30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear.
Bro, that guy needs to get dog that fucking lie.
It was just so easy. It was so, it's all our problems. But you have social now.
Eventually, something like this is going to happen. I'll tell you guys, right? Eventually, somebody will say something, somebody will do something, and it will happen. And when it does, that is going to be a very bad time for Twitch. And if I was Amazon and that happened, I would sack the entire executive leadership team of Twitch if that happened. And so I think everybody at Twitch that's working there right now needs to be fucking terrified of this. I would say rebrand, yeah. Why wait for it to happen? Because Twitch isn't going to act on it because they are okay with it because they agree with these people's politics. The reason why these people are able to say this stuff and get away with it is because Twitch agrees with them. And the people that work at Twitch agree with them. That's why there's asymmetrical enforcement in the rules. It's that simple. I mean, really, I mean, how many points on the line do you need to come to that exact same conclusion?
Right? You have social at this point. If somebody's out of the way, it would be so easy.
Thing that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys, if you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want, it's also, what I found to be very funny is, do you remember whenever this guy was making that comment about Jewish people recently? Except for a minute. It's actually crazy that nobody actually caught on to what he was doing. And I read the conversation around it. When he turned his face to, like, indicate that he was, like, an early life Jewish person, he did that to accentuate the length of his nose. It was obvious that he was doing it for that reason. And people in chat were responding to it. And I guess nobody saw that. Nobody picked up on that at all. It was shocking. We have such amateur racists that they couldn't tell that. Who cares? I care that it's asymmetrical. I don't care about it fundamentally, but I care about it as being enforced in a way that's not consistent. That's what I care. That's like level 2 racist. Yeah, it's like not even super that high.
$100,000, let me know. Actually, Mike from PA, the dude that stuck in the before he was doing a transformation story, didn't see the 3 days in. This man put a bounty.
That was Valley on somebody saying 3 days ago. Wow.
Dreamer's head. This actually not be getting the 3 days suspension. He should get an op on the door from the FBI. I made this video for 2 reasons. First, to stop Hassan infiltrating mainstream media. Hassan has been welcomed by many mainstream outlets. They view him as a friendly social democrat, and someone who's just trying to spread progressive politics online to impart demographic. But we know that's not true. He is not their friend or their ally. If you ever see Hassan rubbing shoulders with anyone from mainstream media, let them know politely with all the civility in the world what kind of person he is when he thinks mainstream media isn't right. Help them understand that his name should be associated with people like Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones, other fringe, radical, political commentators. Number 2, Twitch must be held accountable, which is proven that will not change by choice. And so is our moral imperative to enact that change through any reasonable means. Samsung, Chevron, Twitch has given them a lasting
Get charged next to nothing.
narratives at the top and Jews at the bottom. These brands have every right to know. And they should. We all recall YouTube's adpocalypse. It happened when ads were running over ISIS recruitment videos and it caused a brand exodus. The same thing has happened
Well, now they're Hamas recruitment videos. This is totally different. ISIS was totally different situation.
You know, yeah. When I said ISIS is with these Hamas people, Dan Clancy's refusal to moderate extremists is the only reason for any of this. He's the sole person to blame. He had so many opportunities to stop this.
Didn't Peloton recently stop promoting some MMA guy for saying things that were anti-Semitic too? This happened a couple of days ago.
The sole person to blame. He had so many opportunities to stop this. Ultimately, after dedicating months of my life to creating this video, I got to one overwhelming conclusion. Fuck this dude.
That's it. I think that a lot of, and I feel like really what video? Holy shit, what video? I'll link you guys a video. I think that one of the biggest points that I would make about this is that I think that this is especially true for like Hassan and Joe. I think that their amount of like kind of like the amount of like kind of defense that they run for, like what I would consider to be like indefensible bad behavior, has actually alienated more people than it's attracted. And I think that the end result of that is that it has caused their cause to lose ground. And it's like somebody who like I do sympathize with a lot of people who are in Palestine. In a way, I feel bad for them when they have some pampered, LA girl who's trying to refuse aid on their behalf because it doesn't pass her purity test. I do. I think that's very obnoxious. And I think that type of thing is harmful for everyone. It doesn't help. Like, the only people that really helps is people who don't even support them, which I found to be the most ironic and ridiculous thing. And the goal is not to attract more viewers, but to push their agenda. Yeah, you can't push your agenda without more viewers. And when you, if you attract more viewers, I think it won't work. Because I think that there's a level of extremism that becomes alienating.
And always complaining, always complaining.
That element of extremism. Like, for example,
Always complaining.
Cases, like, I know a lot of you guys would be mad because I would defend certain like small snippets of like a song. Oh well, like the 9/11 thing. I was like, okay, well, this is like what he means is American imperialism. I get kind of what his point is, and like I try not to take people out of context as much as I can, right? But at the same time, there are just a lot of these examples, and especially with interviewing that Houthi guy, that was definitely a pretty big mistake. And I like you're fair. No, I do. I try to be fair about everything, and like that's it. But then you go all together. Yeah, no doubt, right? And so it's funny line at this point. Yeah, no, I know that, but I'll just talk about each individual thing itself. But I want to say that also. So, is defending rape, murder, children. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that I think that not immediately condemning that stuff and running defense for it and saying that, terrorist organizations are, like, not problematic or not bad, and then showing these people that are, like, invading ships with, like, machine guns on, like, unarmed ships. Like, this kind of stuff is just simply not appealing to an average audience. I think that it's alienating to an average audience. And so, I think that the end result of this is that people will be more alienated from these causes. I think that they will be more opposed to any sort of leftist rhetoric. And I think that this is something where people throw the baby out with the bathwater, where now, I mean, it's kind of like what happened with, like, the, like, trans kids and, like, trans athletes, and, like, now they're thinking about taking back gay marriage. Like, we're already, like, we're going in reverse, and we're going fast, right? And I think that that's what's going to end up happening. There's going to be a countercorrection for this that I think will be harmful to the people that they at least try to be advocates. And I find that to be very worrisome. I do. And I'll read some comments. Obviously, don't make excuses. No, I don't. I think that's a very accurate analysis. I mean, personally, I think it is. Do the content fit for Destiny, or people will call you Destiny's fan? I will watch a content piece that's negative about Destiny, but I will not cover, and this is, I know that H3H3 has, obviously, like, I read clips, I read LSF and stuff like that. I saw that H3H3 insinuated that Hassan did something that was like some sort of sexual thing. I will not cover any of those topics. I will not cover those topics because they are unsubstantiated rumors, and they are crimes, and they should be treated like crimes. So if the next video is about Hassan doing anything that is sexual that is not proven in court, I have no interest in watching it. I have the same viewpoint for Destiny. If people want to criticize Destiny for being a cuck or for saying things that are wrong or for losing a debate, that's totally fine. I have no issue with watching that. But I will not cover allegations that are accusations of crime. I think these things need to be dealt with in a court of law, and I am not a court of
Oh,
law.
shit.
I'm not the Punisher. That's it. So I'm not gonna watch them. And so, fire dude. Okay. Well, then find me the fire. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that go find the fire. Then go to court. Do you think that a lot of tribals in the U.S. can be handled by solved by having similar parties, similar parliamentary system? I think that there's always going to be problems and what do you call it, and division lines, of course, for sure. Tsunami's turning on right now. Oh yeah, I don't know. I have to look and see smoke machine. Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, there are.
Okay, let's go.
Like, are something you can run a person's life that's not proven to be true? Yeah, and like that's why I didn't watch this video for a while. By the way, the reason why I didn't watch the video for a while was precisely for that reason. It's because I was concerned that I know that there are accusations against Hassan. Now, my personal opinion is that but at the same time, I know that there are these accusations out against him, and that's why I refrained from watching the video because I didn't want to talk about them. And so yeah, that's really about it. Hassan wants to debate, his reply though, yeah, no, and if Hassan and if they want to debate, if they want to moderate, I'll do it. Yeah, I want to moderate, I'll do it, sure. Fine with me. Let me crumble though, please. Oh, you think I would ever refuse content? Hassan would never. Well, he was the one that initiated it. Hassan wanted to debate Ethan himself. Yeah, that's, I don't know what you mean by that. And Hassan refused to watch the video. Yeah, it makes sense why he wouldn't want to platform a video that's negative about everything. Someone wants to debate that debate, let's be real. Look, I'm not trying to get into that, right? All I'm saying is that if they want to do a debate and they want to have somebody who, like, I've been friendly towards Ethan, I've been friendly towards Hassan really for years now. And so, if they want somebody, like, I feel like I've got to be probably the closest thing to an unbiased person. If they want to moderate it, then they can fine. So, and if not, they just want to do it themselves, that's fine, I'll react to it, right? So, I'm not getting a YouTube video about this either way. So, but yeah, no, if they want to get involved, that's fine too. But, yeah, sure. And, yeah, no doubt. How much you defend Hassan? I don't think I really defend anything. I would defend actions, and I would defend things and ideas. I don't like to defend people. Like, in general, like, I try not to do that. And so, like, it's stretch on should have been even. Well, if I'm getting both sides mad at me, that means that I'm probably doing a good job. And so, yeah, that's really about it. Even more terrible if it's Hassan than to you. Yes, but if I treat somebody the way that they treat me, does that mean that I'm being fair, or I'm just simply retaliating? I don't need to worry about it's not just you. It's not important to me whether other people do the same with you. I think that my position as a person on the internet, I take pride in trying to be objective and fair. I do. And this is a point of personal pride because I don't like how biased everybody is. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm never biased, and I do have viewpoints that I push, but I try to push those viewpoints in the context of criticism. And so, yeah, I'd rather see you crash out on these people than trash you. I know that. That would be better content. I'm fully aware that it would be much better content to crash out on them and get mad at them and that would be more entertaining and get more viewers. But I think it's also a short-term amount of success. And I think that in the long term, I would not gain from that, and it would not be in my best interest. Because I think that people would learn to not respect my viewpoints, and I think that, like, over the years, I've tried to be as fair as I can be, and be as measured and accurate as I can be, because that's something that people are looking. I think that there is a huge contingency of people that is not radicalized, that even if they hear a person who they disagree with, they end up not caring. They're fine with that, because at least they're hearing something that's authentic. And that's something that I want to do. Instead of challenge you to that level. Yeah. You're not really going to that goal, like calling Hassan has done mistakes when he himself stands by. So you're saying that it's a mistake because mistake implies that it wasn't intentional. Okay, what was a bad idea? The word, the vocabulary to me doesn't matter. Bad idea, stupid, mistake, it was unfortunate. You can use whatever vocabulary you want. It still means the same thing. Now, I'm not trying to play semantic games with this. A blunder, an oopsie, whatever you want to call it. I watched the whole thing, but this is what we do. I think it's crazy to talk about this for the last 2 hours. Yes, that was pretty bad, for sure. It was. Don't talk about something you then what should be said if the high struggle isn't stopping, that's going to be out, I don't know. Well, I try not to do that. I do understand Israel Palestine very surface level, but I go down that these are conclusions to come to a good faith, that's why I come here. Yeah, I think that my opinions on Israel and Palestine are surface level. I think that somebody like Hassan, to be honest, knows a lot more about it than I do, so does Destiny. So do a lot of people that are more educated on the topic, and that's why I don't really like talking about it a lot. That's why at the beginning of the video I kind of just let it play, because like I don't really know a lot about this. I think that it's easy to condemn, like terrorism and violence, but like to contextualize a 70-year war inside like a religious struggle and inside like all these other things, I don't really know a lot about that, and I don't really care a whole lot, honestly, and not in like a bad way. It's that I'm mainly focused on American politics and American culture and Western culture, and what happens over there is their business, and I don't want to tell them what they can do, right? I don't want to play nation building over there either. Like I don't support the U.S. trying to fuck with them at all. But that's how I see it. Now, it's like answering politics. Politics don't matter. Only games like who's matter. Yeah, but then they took away the life foods and they changed the games, and that's why they're going to disagree too. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Hassan has a lot of fans, and I can see why people would disagree with it. There's also the people that don't like Ethan because Ethan's made bad jokes before in the past and he said bad things. So sure, I can easily see why there's going to be a lot of dislikes for it. I mean, absolutely. And Ethan's part of the trend over the years, like doing different things that people disagree with too. That's just like a terrorist. And just anti-Semites. Yeah, I think there's definitely that. There's been a huge uptick in anti-Semitism. As I said, Adolf is making a big comeback. Said it many times. They're also deleting negative comments. Yeah, most people do that. But yeah, let's see here. I'll get a few more. Just the comment was to get Israel and Egypt and Jordan to come to the table. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, so this is the thing, right? With like this Trump thing with like Palestine. I'm like, I just don't know about it because I hear that they want to rebuild Palestine, and I'm thinking like, okay, this sounds like kind of a good thing. But then people are saying it's a bad thing, and that's confusing to me. So that's why I didn't really talk about it a lot. Because I don't understand this. Saying like, yeah, it's like it seems like it would make sense that you want to rebuild Gaza, and in order to do that, you have to relocate the people to rebuild it. But people view it as like ethnic cleansing. I don't understand that. It's very complicated, yeah, and that's why I don't really share a lot of viewpoints on it, is because maybe there's something I'm not getting. But I don't see this as like a terrible thing, but it's again, it's out of my expertise, so like I really just don't know. There's a lot of context to it. I'm not talk about things that I at least believe that I understand. I don't believe I understand now. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, like get the right to rebuild, it's not their land. Well, I think that was the idea was to like get the people in that area to agree on some sort of resolution. Like I don't think that the U.S. wanted to ever be the one that rebuilt it themselves. I think that they simply wanted to be the conduit for getting it rebuilt. That's the way at least it sounded like to me. The assumption historically, people large amounts of people usually get large amounts of deaths during and after the transition. I think that's a really good point. Yeah, I think you're right about that. And I just don't know. Right? I mean, I don't know. It's just that I actually wants to go back and real. Yeah, again, I don't want to talk about this because I just don't really. I think it's kind of. I'm sure it's like probably. That metaphor is kind of my field, right? And so like I just don't really know a lot about it. So like I don't want to say the wrong thing or like push misinformation. So yeah, I have to look and see more about it myself. But anyway, yeah. Let's see, but yeah, that video, I think again, I just hope that a lot of the people that are advocates of the, like the same stuff that Hassan pushes and Hassan realizes, I think that they're really damaging their own cause, and I think that they're in a lot of cases with some of these comments causing more harm than good. And I hope that like videos like this, can be seen as constructive criticism, and and not all this was constructive, but I hope that people can, distill out of it a degree of constructive criticism. So yeah, and I know a lot of people have wanted to watch the video, so yeah, I'll watch the video, and there it is, the video was watched. Promises made, promises kept, right? Every once in a while it happens. So yeah, I'll read a few more comments. Thanks for coming. Yeah, sure. Do you think Hassan should be down? I don't want Hassan to be retroactively banned for comments he made last year. No. I don't like the precedent that sets, and I don't want to have that happen to me. Because I think there are comments that I made maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago that you could go back and get me banned for. So it's still preservation, okay? I don't want people going back for all my laws. I don't want people going back for all his laws. I think that from now on, let's just not do that, right? And that's the reason for the just Twitch updates to US. I think they show that they intend to enforce it the way that they have. Did you make the laws on Saturday to maximize viewers? No. If I was going to do that, I wouldn't have done it at the same time that OnlyFans was doing it. And also, like, at the end of the day, like, I mean, the people that are going to watch this is like a fraction of the people who are going to end up watching on YouTube, right? Like, really, YouTube is where all the clips from this are going to come from. Like, this probably will collectively get millions of views, but it won't get those millions of views from Twitch. Twitch I really just use as a platform to record videos. That's not it.
Yep. Facts.
Do you think he didn't know saying such horseshit is wrong? I don't know. He's probably mixed both, right? It's probably all of them. Do you think Dan needs to step down in order for change to occur within the company? I think that Dan needs to acknowledge there's a problem, and I think that he needs to look at the problem from a perspective that's outside of his own. And I'd be more than willing to talk to Dan about this problem himself. I like Dan. I think that Dan can make Twitch great again. But I think that in order to do that, you have to realize what the problems are. And it's one of the reasons why I actually haven't gone super nuclear on Twitch. It's to preserve that relationship and to not burn that bridge. Because I hope that Dan can realize that I am an ally and not an adversary, and that I want to help make the website better. And I think that's in both of our interests. And that's why I haven't gone super nuclear. It's just simply not in my best interest in the long run to do that. I generally only act in my best interest. I only do things that are beneficial to me. Now, they might not immediately be beneficial for me, but I think that in the long run, I believe them to. Yeah, I think that's what I'm answering for. I think that Dan is probably in a very bad position. I think that the reason why Dan is in this position is because he's in a company that's ideologically captured. He knows that it's a problem, but he doesn't know how to approach the problem in a way that won't cause so much friction for him. And I think he might need help from Amazon himself. And so, like, he's a CEO. No, I think so, right? That's a bad leader. Look, I'm saying that it's a hard situation. I'm not saying he can't solve it. I'm saying it's a difficult situation, and these are the reasons why it's difficult. That's all.
Good video.
Marseille Ultimate, l'intégrale avec des bonus exclusifs. Le numéro 1 Spider-Man, $1,95 seulement.
We're gonna be switching to my thoughts. I'm gonna be watching I'm gonna be taking a shower.
So let's get started.
It's the recap. It's the recap.
Ron Sophie continued their conversation about whether or not they want to have kids. And Sophie basically tells him that she doesn't want to be pregnant because of her medical issues. So it's either surrogacy or adoption. So then Ron's like, okay, I definitely want little versions of me running around.
Okay, so I already watched. Okay. 6 days. Okay, finish this video. One minute, about 45 minutes. I'm out. I'm out of here. Go take a walk.
We're tax exempt. That's right. We have tax exempt status because we are a faith base. We are registered with the IRS.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
But God wants to match with the
And
crime.
we can pay you, or you are waiting for the
So, how about this? Your donations to the church would be a tax write-off, and could you just...
Jerry, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Why are you at 37?
What if you just donate the $2,500?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, dude.
I'll send you a beautiful
Literally, we
commercial.
cannot do that. Like, I said, we don't have money. That is one of our customers' money we can get it at the end of the day.
Well, I'm sure they're not.
That is not
Like,
mine.
what all of our customers.
No, that is not going to happen.
Listen,
That is
I'll
not
send
going to
this.
happen.
I got a silver tongue, Jacob. You put me on the phone with the other customer, I'll convince him we'll get half this one. Split. You get 1,000 more. That's I think by the Zoom.
It's like when Jesus turned over the tables.
Mary, let me tell you, I understand. That is not going to happen. That is our customer's money, and you have to give us something if you want it to be on your account. You understand that?
Are you sure?
Do you know any Apple store? Maybe.
I was just thinking, like,
And you say Apple store like a grocery store? Like a place that sells apples.
right, yes. Where?
Yeah, Apple store. The place where you can buy Apple things. Do you know any Apple store?
Like a grocery store. Like when I go to buy my canned goods.
Do you know any of them?
Yes, yeah.
We have a Piggly Wiggly right around the corner.
Yeah, we can get oranges, apples. Great.
Yeah.
I think one year they had a bunch
No,
of
not
those.
that.
What are they called? The dragon fruits.
iPhone store.
Can you tell us if you touch them?
No, Mayor, he's not talking about apples. He's talking about laptops, right? Laptop computers. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Apple. Apple.
man.
Yeah, Apple store. Do you know any Best Buy near you? Any Best Buy store? Best Buy.
Best Buy is a good Christian location. I have bought many important electronics. You know what a drone is? I bought a drone
Yeah.
to get footage of my boat. And it was awesome, man. I had a jet ski out there all day.
How far is that?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close.
One Sunday morning, he
Best Buy Bill.
said, God wanted us to watch this footage.
Can you going to go to the Best Buy store?
Yeah, we go to Best Buy store. Wow.
You need to buy a Best Buy gift card from it. Okay? You have to buy a Best Buy gift card from the Best Buy store. Okay? You understand?
Why?
All right.
So you were some BS card for you $2,500, right? Out of that $2,500, okay? And you were so trustworthy and you were so loyal to us, so our company and I, by myself, Jacob Smith, as a manager, I talked with my board of directors, okay? And they are going to give you a compensation, okay? So the compensation which is coming up to your way. Yeah. So the compensation which is coming up to your way, and out of that $2,500, your refund amount for 250, right?
Right.
Plus 250, plus 250, and plus the compensation which is came up to you, that is $350 that we have to give you a compensation. So how much you need to, how much you need to send back? Yeah, so you need to transfer only $1,900, okay? And again, to maximum
That's my guy, Jacob Smith. Way to go, Jake. I knew I like you, big old refund. All right, take this. I'm going to get her in my Corvette. We are going to head on over to that Best Buy. And you know,
now you don't understand.
you know, one gift card.
Let me tell you the remaining.
Separate gift. Okay, remaining.
I pay you, wait, I pay you what you need to do, okay? You understand?
Yeah.
You need to go to the Best Buy store, okay? You need
Okay.
to buy Best Buy
My store
gift
card.
worth $500. You understand? Alright, so you people ready to go? Are you dressed up?
Well, Mary, get your coat off. You are going to freeze your chances off out there.
Okay.
I'm going to go in out of the Best Buy.
We'll call you back. Have faith.
No, I will be on the phone.
I was saying, hold on, wait, 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 wait.
Are you at the Best Buy then?
Yes.
Hey, who you talking to?
Yeah, don't talk right now.
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with Jeff.
You asked Jeff.
Mary.
He said something about a gyrus spear.
Mary, are you there?
Yeah, let me put him on the phone. I'm going to put him on the phone.
No, call me. Do not talk.
Jeff, I got one question for you. Do you know anything about drones?
Yes.
You do? Okay, listen, I'm split between an Avis G4 and a G5. I don't know if I need the gyroscopic stabilizer or not. Okay? Do I need it's a lot of extra money, Jeff. I need your opinion.
Sure, you have to listen to me, okay? You have to buy 2 pieces of Best Buy gift card, okay?
Yeah, we're doing that.
Take the cash. Yeah, take the cash. But you talk to me on the account. Do not talk to me.
I got the card in my hand right now.
You understand that now?
Listen, if you need to check out, I'm doing it. But I need to know, in your opinion, which one of these drones, the Avis G4 without the gyroscopic, or the Avis G5. I need your opinion. You're a tech guy. Do I need that gyroscopic stabilizer?
You take 2 pieces of $500 Best Buy, okay?
I have those in my hand. I was just asking Jeff his opinion on which drone is better. I'm checking out. I'm getting a drone in this trip, too. You're a tech guy, right? You work on
Don't
computers.
take any drone. Don't take any drone. Just get 2 pieces of $500 and come out the store, okay? Hello. Yes, Mary, I'm there. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Hello. Where are you right now? Are you in the car? Are you in the computer? So you got the car?
I think so. He got a bunch of different things.
He got a bunch of different things. And where are you right now? How many cars are
We ended up getting two of them Best Buy cards, right? And then we went over to Target, and Target didn't have any of the Target ones. And we were going to get some Olive Garden ones, but then Mary said, no, you should get the Google Play ones. I like the colors on it better. So we got
He did have very nice colors.
Yeah. So we got 2 Best Buy and 2 Google Play. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, on the back of the gift card, can you see the back option? There's a back option, and you need to select the Best Buy gift card.
No, that's my Best Buy Beyond gift card, the other blue one.
How much money did you spend?
I mean, the church needed some things, okay?
Oh, it says Best Buy.
What's that?
Best Buy.
Yeah, it's on right now.
I don't think I see this one.
Okay, so what do you see?
It says your files are encrypted.
Is this you, Jeff? Is this part of your thing? It says you have 278 seconds to activate. Your files are gone forever.
What is it? $1,500 to unlock the computer? Your files are now encrypted. You have 250 seconds to pay before they're gone through.
Restart your computer.
Is this why you wanted the gift cards?
Yeah, we do, Jeff.
Oh my god. Okay, look at this Google Play Best Buy card.
Step with the Best Buy. Yeah. Jeff, we're on it. We're getting it.
Mary, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Hard now, send it, Jeff.
Are we losing all of our files right now?
You restart your computer, you people making me mad, you know what you are doing.
Submit.
Restart your computer.
Okay, it says success. Should we turn the Google Play on? Let me turn the Google Play on.
Restart your computer, okay?
No, sir. I don't know if you can see it. It says
Everything was going on screen.
Yeah, we have to take care of this.
You restart.
Hold on.
are you listening?
No, we're not.
Are you listening? Restart your computer.
It's just a little call back up.
Is Jeff there?
Ma'am, what did you say?
Jeff?
Why you want putting it like that many times to restart it? Why do you leave the part number there?
It's just been over. We have 30 seconds before they're gonna leave the file.
You are simply mad.
They're gonna leave the file.
You people are simply mad. You people are mad. Mad. Mad.
4, 3,
Not gonna make it, Mary!
I can't be having 09.
Yeah.
Accident at play.
All right. Get in it, Mary.
Oh God. AB.
Oh, oh.
What? 9, 89.
Yes, put it. You take it, put it.
2, A.
Wait, it's time. Oh my God, we did it. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Human Spirit. You heard me. You saved my drone footage. We did it. We saved the drone footage.
Kid Boga, man, one of the great. Kid Boga, one of the great. Okay. And what I need to do is a shower.
The traditional rubber mats, they don't really look very pretty.
But when I saw Tux mats on a friend's car, a little better coverage, just how precise they fit in there is the biggest thing.
I've heard really good things about Tux mat. I want to give you guys a try.
I can give it to you, but I think I just typed it on. Was that your thing that was on?
Maybe the gift card number. Maybe the gift card number once again.
I don't understand what's happening. Did we give this to you already when it was going to delete our files? You didn't have to threaten to delete our files. It would have given you the card. You didn't have to do that.
Madam, maybe that's it. Try to maybe that's it.
2, 4, 7, right?
Oh, that's not a 4. That's a 5. You got it wrong. That's a 5. Oh gosh, you got to change the last one.
8, 4, 4, 6.
No, they're back up there. They're back. Never let you leave in the picture. So every time you get a 4, I forgot the 5.
You think? You think?
Yeah. I'm here.
I'm getting that. You got the wrong gift card. Maybe. You go to church.
Yes, I'm the living med service. I don't have to wait.
So what are you?
This is the number probably.
Mary, I will show you tomorrow. What is supposed to buy? I will show you from the computer. Don't show me to worry, Mary, okay? I'm going to call you up tomorrow. Today you have to leave your home to visit the Best Buy store, and you have to purchase the Best Buy gift card of $500. Are you going to visit the Best Buy or not? Give me a no.
I don't understand why you're not. I don't understand why you're treating me like this.
Why not?
This is my fault. You were trying to give me some of the money already. You were right next to the store.
You think you were wrong as much?
Of course I'm trying to be smart.
I'll show you my goodness. No. The time is really carefully paid. You have to purchase 2 physical Best Buy gift cards from Best Buy Pro. And each one is going to you $500. Okay?
I just bought some good money.
Yes, but these are less than international $1,000 hospital. Best Buy has them limit. Okay? And they will stop paying $1,000 gift card. Yes. It's not only you also do it up paying $1,000 for it. Okay?
Oh, that's
You have to be more careful.
Go ahead, another one. Let's put, you know what, I don't know how to watch. I don't know. Let's not get too up with this.
You can take a secret step away and grab your plastic cup like your debit or MasterCard or credit card, whatever you have. Okay? Grab the whole card with you. Okay? And come to the gate. I'm going to show you the line. Just take your stuff and come to the phone. Put the cup, okay?
Today, we are making history. We come back from empty space. Who knows? Extraterrestrials see dancing at the bar. Beethoven. Or Captain Spaces. My personal favorite. Johann Strauss II, the Blue Danube Waltz. What?
You know, data stop back on the back. So, the Blue Danube, minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this.
I'm pretty sure I'm eating some. All right, so you said you need a $500 card. So
Yeah.
I still wasn't real sure what that meant. So I got you a $500 Google Play card. And
Okay, I think that works.
I realized you sit in the car for a while. And, you know, a couple times I had to work.
Right.
So I got you all the blood orange flavored berries in the back of those Lunchables.
What is the $500, right?
Yes.
And what is the need of $500?
It's called Google.
Is it Google?
Yeah, it's Google.
Google gift card. Google Play gift card, right?
Yes, yeah, I don't really know what it was he was.
You are going to keep our money in $200. You can have it for. But not make sure.
I'm not keeping your money.
Can you give me your money?
I'll go back and I will give them. I'll pay for all these. I'll forget these cards and I'll put $50. I'll every single one of the cards, just like I was supposed to. Yeah, I'll make things right. That's the right thing to do. I'll buy $10 cards. So I don't care about it. Pastor Stewart said that he would let me buy one of his $500 cards, and so I did.
But you think now gift card you got of $500?
I only have one, right? Well, two of them. Sorry, two. I have two of them that I got from Pastor Stewart.
You have two, right? You have two pieces of cards of Best Buy, right?
Well, I have 52 technically. 50 $10 cards and then two $500 cards.
And two $500 cards.
Should I just text you a picture from my granddaughter?
Yeah, you can send me the picture of the card from your granddaughter's number. Yeah, the two ones. That's the two of them. None of the 51. Okay?
Right. Well, Pastor, so do you remember Pastor Stewart?
You just tell me what I'm asking. Do you have two pieces of $500 gift card of Best Buy right now in your hand, right?
Yes, Pastor Stewart let me buy two of his $500 gift cards, and I only had to pay $400 each. I paid $800, but I had two $500 cards from Best Buy.
You got the card of blue color, right?
Jeff, did you get the message that I sent to you?
Yeah, I got your message right now, but you have to send me the backwards, okay?
Yeah, but Jeff, at the top left, what does it say on the card, just to make sure that you got the message?
It is showing to me $500. It's to the top, your dollar. That's my gift card. I can see that.
Okay.
You can send the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't it really nice that Pastor Stewart only made me pay $800 for $1,000 worth of gift cards? Isn't that really nice?
No, we're not talking about the $800. You just do one thing, Mary. You just do one thing. You just look at the back end of the
No,
car.
to be clear, what I'm saying is I only had to pay $800 to Pastor Stewart, and then he gave me these two cards. It only had it said 5 on it, but I wrote 00 afterwards because he said there was $500. So.
You wrote 0?
Yeah, Pastor Stewart wrote 00 because he said that there was $500 on each of the cards.
You already did that on my bed.
These guys are so. So Pastor Stewart told me that there was actually 500 on each card.
Are you playing with me?
I don't know who this is. My pastor sold me these cards for $400 each. He said that even though it says 5, it's actually 500. He put on there, so he wrote little zeros next to it.
But you are not going to pay us nothing. You are playing with us to pay 0 from your own side.
I didn't put a zero. My pastor did. My friend said that there was $500 on each card.
Are you trying to steal money from people?
Honey, if I wanted to play games with you, do you really think I would be on the phone right now? Like, what fun is it to be on the phone for over 7 hours? That's not fun.
They don't want today. I haven't called today. I haven't called you like the previous week. They don't want today.
True, I missed you. Admittedly, it was a lot of fun to waste your time. I had a lot of fun wasting your time, so go ahead, call me back sometime if you want to waste more of your time. Otherwise, I'll just call you later, okay?
Because I know over there.
I'm sorry your scan didn't work out for you. Good.
Yeah, he didn't use.
How many people have you actually scammed over the past couple weeks? There is no way. There's no way that you. No. Can you sing My Home?
I don't know what's about it. So, can you send me flowers?
You can text me flowers? Can you sing Poker Face?
Poker face, poker face.
Ooh, well, so kind of a real weird thing there with Jeff, but I don't know exactly what I expected.
Champ de pratique, on s'en va surprendre ma tante. Livraison spéciale pour Manon. Raphaël. Pas pire, hein? Plus doux que le rasage de ton oncle. C'est pas de sa faute, c'est son rasoir. Il a besoin d'un gilet Labs.
Gilet Labs?
L'expérience ultime de gilet. Ça part exfoliante libère les poils coincés. Je peux les éliminer en un seul passage. En plus, ça réduit l'irritation. Nouveau rasoir pour mon oncle. Gilet Labs, la perfection au masculin.
Are you there, honey? I put you on speakerphone. My grandson's. We're here with the laptop. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear you? Yeah, sorry, I can hear you. So I'm just gonna help her out.
Yeah, I'm not that great with computers, but he's always down there when you play Witchcraft or something.
We're out. Yeah, I'm just giving you okay. First of all, what we're going to do, alright, we just cancel the subscription without doing anyway. Alright, and then after that, we will just give you the refund on your screen. We will just pull up from your end, okay? Next to that, PPR key, the next control key, it is an FN key. FN key. FN. There's like 2 keys. Next to that, FN and are 2 keys.
Oh, do you know both of those keys together?
Hang on, hold on.
If you just put those yourself over here.
Hold on. Now we need to be okay. I'll give you back your okay. Then focus on your keyboard. The left hand side, very bottom corner. Can you see there is a CTRL key, a control key?
Yeah. Yes.
And next to that control key, beside the control key, which key can you see?
Oh, it looks like one of those glasses. You always have to go little watches.
It's a window. The window.
Oh, it's a 4-flag window key, right?
Look, she doesn't. Look, we really need to treat her. You know, I want that guitar. I really just Jackson guitar really want.
Oh, okay. So I'm
taking my money because you said you were getting this laptop, right? Or our laptop.
Right.
But you forget it, and now I'm expecting you. You're getting a refund, and I feel like I should get this money. So you should really work with this gentleman here so I can get my money.
Okay, well, it's
Okay, calm down. So, you see the 4-flag window key?
You do until you learn. Because I can't always be on these phones. I always have to do these phones with you. So you have
well, I'm going to do something.
I work hard, by the way.
Work hard? Yeah. How come you don't work hard?
Yeah, we're not fighting. We're talking to something. Hey, I love you.
I love you too. That was too.
I'm passionate. I'm just passionate. That's all. Anyways, you want to fix what key? Windows and what?
Window, you need to press that window key and the next one key are like a rubber.
I remember when you were just taking a look at me all the time.
Okay. I'm changed. You know, I'm
Why are you crying?
No, he's such a guy. He's such a cutie. I remember when you used to look at me all the time.
It's a commercial. She's just emotional right now.
Eat like apple.
Eat like apple.
It's A as in alpha, A.
I just know what you said. I'm sorry. A and alpha.
Okay.
Hey, look out.
And like Mary.
A little bit. That's alphas do that. Did each other out, right? Wonder?
What?
Oh, no, it's guy talk.
Okay. GDK.
And like mother.
Uh-huh. What is alpha?
Really like them.
It means, you know, you always tell everyone I'm like, the girl. What's that? Alphas are fertile, so it's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. Honestly, I think it's like not my favorite thing to talk about. So
Okay, look at that all the time. We always do this with difference.
I'm trying to get to work and then get my band off the ground, you know, and make connections, you know.
Still forget your grandma.
I'm always here.
Yeah, speaking of which, oh, sorry, sir, I didn't want to.
Why are you wasting his time? You gotta relax. Like, this guy took his taking time out of his day to give us money. And you're being mean. I think you should
I'm
follow
not being mean.
You are kind of being mean. You are kind of being mean right now. And
No, you said
you're really stingy with me, you know, like, I had to beg for this laptop.
How much money do you give her like this?
You know what? How much money you got in your bank account? Why don't we talk about that? Yeah, and you won't even share it with your favorite grandson. You won't even help his music career. All it takes is a little money. Just drop in the bucket.
How many guitars play by you? Huh?
Well, that's investing in my career, by the way, but I can't survive just off of guitars.
Oh,
So
sure.
this $300 would be really useful for this pedal I'm trying to buy.
Hey, when you exit something like hello, are you still with
Yeah,
What is your name? Look, how many guitars do you have? Sorry, no.
It doesn't matter. He's starting with saying it's not something. What do we do to get the $300?
He said, let's welcome the TV one. What do you want to see?
Whatever you want to do, then do it. And you do it.
Let's welcome the TV one. How do you want to proceed? Okay.
Chez vous, vous trouvez le bonheur, sauf s'il y a de mauvaises odeurs. Utilisez le diffuseur Febreze. Il alterne entre deux parfums complémentaires pour combattre les odeurs et offrir une fraîcheur jusqu'à 50 jours. Essayez un diffuseur pour 99 cents.
Chez Silkis, chaque ingrédient simple a son importance. Notre yogourt est fait avec 3 fois plus de lait pour 3 fois plus de protéines que le yogourt le plus vendu et fait avec de vrais fruits. Parce que chez Silkis, la simplicité est meilleure.
Invest like a champion with Hamilton Champions ETF CMVP and SMVP. Exposure to Canadian and U.S. dividend all-stars. Hamilton Champions ETFs. Zero management fee until January 2026.
Feels like we've been holding for a while now.
Yeah. You know what they say, huh?
What did they say?
There's a comment in the book.
I didn't say that. That's true.
So what are we waiting for right now? We just want to get our money back.
Why are you stalling?
I don't want to give you my credit card.
What do you care? He's been with us on the phone for like an hour. Like, he's been helping us out. Why are you stalling now? I don't understand. Is that what this is?
I always do my debit card for my debit card. I don't believe in credit cards. It's like a scam, basically.
We should have a conversation about that, by the way. Credit cards are kind of like free money if you think about it. Like,
Hold on. Okay, we'll fill this up.
She's not really quick with computers. Like, I usually upload computer stuff, but I feel like she should learn. I can't always, like, when I'm on tour, like, around the world, who's gonna be typing her stuff? Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not always gonna be here, like, typing everything, so you need to practice as well, man.
Hey, let me ask you something, Mark. You like music? Good talk, Mark. Lois Hampshire. Yep, 89 Greenfield, Hemphill Terrace Lane. Oh, sorry.
Right now, right, we cannot think it's back, alright, as you know very well. Okay, because there's a lot of coronavirus happening, infected in the US. Okay, so we're not taking this step, we are ready to go home.
You guys are really thoughtful. I gotta hand it to you guys. You guys are really thoughtful. Like, 'cause she's definitely an older lady, and you know, well, I don't think you're older, and we don't want her to get sick, and it's definitely going around. It's pretty crazy. We have to wear masks at home anyways.
Let me tell you, the money package is for doing online. So we need to educate them online. That's the reason we need to go all the farm, okay, so we can, as soon as possible, refund you back.
I'm telling you, I don't have a credit card.
Seriously, you know, music makes the world go around. You should listen to more music, you know? Especially if you're having like server problems or whatever, you know, just get back, listen to some music, relax, smoke a little J. Like thinking about it. What?
What, Jay?
It's just a cigarette. It's just a cigarette.
I'm telling you that you know what happened to me. You hear my voice. You know what happened to me. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't do anything.
It's not in my house, you know.
Of course not, never. And not in the basement or anything like that. But for him,
Some of the ones that use money to the computer, so what you might do is look for the computer.
Oh,
It's like a hacking file. And the hackers like was using your internet connection. Yes, I like the way we just block all those things together.
ginger soda. I mean,
Yeah, we will send it to you. We don't need to worry about that.
it's great. Like, I love to take a new computer or whatever, but we can just use the $300 and put it towards a new computer. Then we don't have to worry about the hackers anymore. Right?
else other than music. No,
Like what? Like what? Well, be in a cubicle all day. Oh, and then what? Just work on computers. How do you work on computers anyways? Huh? So I might as well be out, like trying to tour the world. You know, experience life with a moment.
I've been in a prayer position for years, just trying to see if you'll catch fire. You know, but it's been flatline this whole time.
That's really cool, man. That's really cool. You know, these things always get worse before they get better.
Sure, I guess
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't recognize that one.
You okay, fine?
Oh no, we were talking to each other. Sorry, she gets very distracted, Mark. That's why I'm here to help out. Yeah, I mean, I will give you that. It's been a little bit of time, and I really want to get my money because I need to get this guitar. I need to get this. Well, actually, there's two guitars I need to get. Because I want a 6 and a 7 string.
Like why? There's multiple strings.
Yeah, because the 7 strings are like they're like more heavier. So like, yeah. Well, no, that's not. Yeah, I mean, yes, they do, but also they're more. You know, like when the music.
C'est hypnotisant. Elle nettoie le dégât graisseux avec Don Platinum.
Oui, sans même frotter.
Seulement bouche un coin-coin. Platinum enlève
Et-
les traces que l'autre pourrait laisser. Il élimine 99% de la graisse. C'est pour ça qu'on se fie à Don pour sauver la faune sauvage.
HelloFresh, c'est bien plus que des recettes. C'est des moments avec des gens qui nous sont chers, des éclats de rire, c'est de la création et de la complicité. HelloFresh, c'est du bonheur qui se partage.
Nous sommes de retour. La première élimination, ça va être le chaos. Je ne suis pas un traître.
Aucune logique. On dirait que là, je viens de penser que toi, t'es une traite.
T'es pas fidèle, t'es traître!
C'est croustillant. On dirait qu'on dirait que c'est ça.
Je vais être un méchant paquet de troubles. Je vais avoir du fun aussi.
Lundi 20h, dès le 24 mars, sur Nouveau et sur Crave.
So what we are doing now, alright, as you know very well, that we cannot give the paper, we can do it for you. We can send you the money into an electronic federal voucher. You know what is an electronic federal voucher?
Okay, you're not able to send money on my bank? Do you want to maybe try again? Like, give it more than like 2 seconds?
No, I will tell you because the money is going to turn back, so we cannot send you again if you register back to online, okay, because the money is going to turn back. So what we're going to do, we will send you money, alright?
Doesn't know what to do.
That is here. Yeah, like okay. So what you do, you need to take that, we will send you the money into an electronic federal voucher. Like how do you
Let's go. Going.
Okay, first of all, what you need to do is you need to put it into the play card, okay? Okay. To the electronic federal voucher. So once you put it to Google Play Card, okay? What I do, I just put your money extra $300 on that Google Play Card, okay?
Okay, so if he doesn't want to do it, maybe he's not sure how. That could be why he's been stalling this whole time. Like every single time I've done this, they transferred it to someone else. So he probably doesn't really know the whole scam, except, oh, I get gift cards. So he's like, just call the worst scammer of all time. Maybe.
We will put your extra $300 amount, okay? What's the gift card you purchase from your store, okay? Those amount is yours. Okay? Those amount is yours, okay? What are you going to do? Yeah, I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you everything you're supposed to get the gift card, okay? The only one thing I want to tell you, like, once you go to the store and put the gift card, like, if you never ask you, okay, you have to
sampling.
you will just take to your laptop because it's very old time. So this time is very hard time because as you know, the lots of coronavirus is running outside, okay? So don't take your laptop, okay? But it's very old, okay? You have to go to the store, okay?
I mean,
you have to go to you know very well, okay? The outside of the store outside is the coronavirus running, okay? So you cannot go, okay?
Okay, so what do we do?
So just take it, I'm just making it very okay? So you get
let me ask you something, because I have a Google Play card. I have like my own Google Play card. Can we put money on that?
How much
money do you have? A new Google Play card. Okay,
I got $500 on my Google Play card, so like, can we use that?
You have a Google Play card of $500 right now?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a gift, but yeah, I have $500 on a Google Play card right now. Like, can we use that? Can we put money on that?
So there is a balance available on that Google Play card $500 right now.
Yeah, there is. But you could add to it, right? You could put money on there. You put more money on there?
Yeah, I would add to it. So you have a balance available on that Google Play card $500.
I have $500. I mean, I'm saving up for a guitar.
You're gonna buy a guitar for Google?
Okay. I mean, you can use them anywhere, I think.
They're like $4.
That's good as money. It's like credit. It's like a Google credit card.
Okay, so you go and grab a Google Play card.
Okay.
And then we give, how does it work? How do we do it?
You should have told us we could do this for you. We could save all this time.
That's true.
I don't know, right? I'm trying to...
Mark, let's sound like away from your phone a little bit. You're getting very loud.
Okay.
Call back.
No, we have to try to save you money. Okay. So you have a Google Play card with you right now?
Yeah, it'll go with your computer.
Yeah, I can get it.
We'll go get it. It's probably
Okay,
What do you think of my grandson? Seems like a good kid, huh?
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah. What can I say to him?
He's a free
What can I
minded.
say to him? What?
He's a free minded, alright?
Oh, yeah, free-minded.
I thought you said streamer for a second.
Yeah, well, what can I say to him to help him be more responsible, you know, get his act together? Like, get married, stop being in a band, and do something productive with his life. You know, be a little bit more
Yeah,
frugal.
more than 40 years. No, he's going to get married because if he's not get married, alright? So might be in future, right now you are helping him, you'll feel them, okay? But if he has a wife, he's going to be good for her, alright?
Oh, he knows how to do it.
So he knows that, right?
Yeah,
He's not going to marry because if he's going to be married, okay? In future he's going to be married, alright? He has a little kid, okay? And he can also, yeah, that's the
Are
thing.
you okay if I play like some random Berkeley song through my phone and then this is man, it sounds so good.
But he's very good student, alright?
Like what do you?
Fine, talk with him, alright?
Okay, yeah, he's downstairs, He's in a band, though, right? Let me play a song. Let me play a song for you. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think. Can you hear that? Hold on.
Yes.
Let me play it on my, let me play it a little bit differently. I'm trying to play it on my iPad, but let me play it. I'll bring it closer to you. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's disgusting. I mean, what even is this music?
He's not getting this time.
Can you hear that?
Hello?
Not bad.
Not much.
Yeah, I hear the
He
sound.
said, is he getting the card?
Okay, so wait your question.
Champ d'Atlantique, on s'en va sur Plan Matin. Livraison spéciale pour Manon. Pas pire, hein? Plus doux que le rasage de ton oncle. C'est pas de sa faute, c'est son rasoir. Il a besoin d'un Gillette Labs.
Gillette Labs?
L'expérience ultime de Gillette. Sa barre exfoliante libère les poils coincés. Je peux les éliminer en un seul passage. En plus, ça réduit l'irritation. Nouveau rasoir pour mon oncle Claude. Gillette Labs, la perfection au masculin.
Des gars monstres? Essuyez-le avec Bounty.
Le temps presse pour économiser sur un forfait 5G de public mobile.
So what you do is drag and click with the coin, alright? Now when you drag and click, you will see there's a coin over there, okay? So just click your coin, okay? Once you click the coin, you can see over there, there's a drag over here, you just drag and click. Once you click it, you will see there's a coin over there.
So it says to use, you have to go to play.google.com.
It's like a website.
Yeah, I think it's a website. Like, it's PLAY.GOOG, like Google. The Google.
Okay, so we can use the coin.
I'm just trying to do whatever my grandson is telling me to do.
Yeah, we're figuring out how to use the card, so we're gonna use the card. That way we get a bit of fun.
That's right. I don't know what it was. Yeah, he said on the back of the card, it said something about play.google. Now, Mark, when we give you the number of the card, there's a number on it. Is that how you put more money on it?
I think it's like
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Once you just write it down, okay, you see the number on the card. Okay, just put the card number. So what after that, we just put that in the application.
Okay.
Sounds easy enough.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that is the money.
It's right to the money. And how do I get the money from it?
And you just, you go to the website?
Yes, I'm there. You can see it.
Okay, yeah.
Where do I type in the code? Oh, yeah,
You want to type in code, alright? You just have to deposit your own rental on that card.
We cash for it.
Okay, so we need the code?
Yeah, just tell me the card number, okay?
Okay,
Domo che ci
Okay.
Look, it'll just take a second. Mark, wait, cool it. It'll just take a second, and we'll have the card, and then you can give me the $300.
Mark, I gotta be honest with you. My grandson, you gotta listen to him. He's having a spark of genius right now.
I understand exactly what's going on. I'm gonna fix this. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I got this. Yeah, no, this is why you should let me handle your computer stuff. I know computers. I know computers really well. Hello?
Okay, don't get what I'm doing. Okay, just look at it. Just go back on the screen.
Well, if we shut the internet off, then we lose everything we do. Just get off your phone. I'm not trying to disconnect the internet. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I will call you. Just hold on.
What is it like the guitar?
I'm just, while you guys are figuring this out, I'm just browsing. Just checking out.
Okay, Mark, tell us what we have to do. Tell us what we have to do.
Oh.
You like your strats? You like your cars?
Yeah, it's like rock and roll, right? Oh, yes, no, hey, we're finally getting market here. Come on, Mark. Let's go. Let's go. Turtles. Well, what kind of art?
If you get other Google cards.
What kind of them? Do you have any other Google cards? Yeah.
Do you not keep money in your bank account?
Bank account? Why would I have a bank account? Just so that the government can steal my money? Then keep it on the cards. You keep it out of the system. There's no paper trail. Right now. Yeah. Well, you know, while you're busy paying your taxes, I'm out here living life, keeping all of my dollars. All right. So yeah, who's
how much money do you have?
Don't worry about it, man. That's not really the issue here. The money I don't have, which is $300 out of that's what I'm worried about. So if I have another Google Play card, that's not that much. If I have balance on that card.
Dome Link, it's your Blink. Welcome to the show, because you are having a wonderful day. Today is the 14th March 2025. We catch the sun, the blood moon yesterday, which was fucking phenomenal. And what we're going to do is, it is 6:44. 6:40. Oh, hello. It is 6:48 right now. And the plan is to wait another 30 minutes. I'm going to go out for a walk. I'm going to start taking daily walks in the morning. Just as what we're doing, what's going on. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to do that. We're going to be filming after that. My day has started really late. My day has started at 12 p.m. So, yeah. Really late. But hey, what can I do? What can I say, right? Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. See you in 30 minutes to film the sunset, sunrise. You see, I'm tired, but gotta do some shit with my life, dude.
Hey, Mark. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I'll handle it. Don't worry, I got this. I'm handling this, all right? I know how to handle it.
Hold on.
Playing and like up, right? And like maybe we have like a really sick system or something. And it turns out like they're actually like famous. And you start talking about music. Like Mark over here, he loves music. Mark, stop yelling. 1 second. Go over. Mark, okay. Back down for 1 second, Mark. I'm trying to tell my dad something. She's gonna oh, because I'm like 43 liters in the basement, like it's a big deal. But guess what? I'm also every day for hours. Why are you yelling, Mark?
Got 30 minutes.
You're saying we need the car, got it. Okay, that's the third one.
Yep, there's only a couple more left at this point.
No, we're almost there. This is good because like I actually have to leave soon. I have to start my band practice.
Right.
So, working on a new song. I think you'd like it, Mark. If you like that Bloody Hell, you probably like it. Mark's a big fan, so.
Mark, is this the one that's gonna have $300 on it, the last one?
Mark, which one has $300?
Oh, they go in. Did you have a balance?
Yeah, did you have a balance? You have a balance? Okay, you rambling on top of him was perfect. Like, it's like you've done this every time, so it's exactly what you need to do.
Look at Boga.
On a gagné! Fructis t'accompagne de la douche. À la vraie vie, en confiance.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Mais Fructis au défi. Par Garnier.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Derrière chaque yogourt olympique se cache une vache nourrie à l'herbe. Un lait
Nuh-uh.
magique, quand elle trouve petit soin, fait le plus grand bien.
Oh, what's up?
Your aura is limitless. Blocking distractions brilliantly from interrupting your flow. Introducing the Lenovo Aura Edition AI PC.
Repensez votre chemin à chaque nouveau chapitre. Présentez-vous sous un nouveau jour. Découvrez votre puissance. Réinventez votre rendement et faites des courts voyages. Voici la nouvelle série hybride 2025. Le tout dernier chapitre de l'évolution de Honda. La rencontre entre puissance et efficacité. Fabriqué au Canada, plus plaisante à conduire et prête à repenser votre prochain chapitre. La nouvelle Civic hybride 2025. Repensez votre chemin.
Okay, so what are we doing? No, there's one more card. There's one more card. Yes, one more card is $100. Yeah, you can make $300. Can you make it $400, please?
Good bit of liquor. A hard bit of liquor.
It's very possible. Let me show you. Look, if I just put the number in.
Mark, here, try adding the money to it.
Yeah, add it to this one.
See this card?
Mark?
Anything on the back because you use all the cards. Okay, let's use there. If you redeem the master, okay, if you use the card that cannot be added balance, you're going to use the card. Okay, if you use the card that cannot give you the extra balance of that card, you're going to use the card there. You can right now that you use already all those cards there, I cannot give you the balance of that card there. Okay.
Why?
This card, by the way, I think the envelope we came out says it's $1,000. So there's actually $1,000 on this card.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
And this time you have $1,000.
Yeah, I have $1,000 on it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Yes. Well, I'd like to have $1,300. So
Is there any way you can make it $1,300?
Yeah, it's on this one.
Can you make that?
You make it $1,300.
Well, just try it. He's already doing it.
He's busy anyway, so we might as well just have it.
Whoa.
All right, Mark.
Oh, I guess it only was $100.
Yeah, it only was 100.
You gotta make something.
Hey, that's all I do.
Okay, well, that's a problem. So none of those cards, you didn't put the $300 in a single one of those cards, Mark. My green song just... I'm on the phone. It's on speakerphone.
Mark, are you gonna help us get this money or not? I gotta go to practice. I don't have all time in the world.
Mark, we gotta go.
Look, people get the best.
I've never seen him go in his whole entire life, and I am once again asking you for your support in getting him that $300 he needs. Could you do that for me? Or not?
Yeah, I will do it for you now. Okay, I'll do it for you now. Now, let me get it back. I will try to help with your Instagram. That will be fine. What they are doing now, I think they are using all the $1,400 cards.
They were thinking, huh?
Yeah, I'll do that for you. I'll do that for you.
I have to put that. Yes, you're right. I have to add the credit plan on that card. Then after that, we can redeem that card. But before that, we're going to be redeemed, so I cannot use any of the money of $300.
There's one more card. There's one more card here on the counter. There's one more card here.
Well, I have them on their card.
It's the envelope that says $1,000 on it.
That has it on the envelope.
That's what it says. Here, let me see.
Okay, listen, hold on now.
G, 2, 8, F, Y, 7, 5, D, B, R, okay, 9, 7.
All right. What's that?
This last card was $1,000. Are you okay if we try to use that?
You found the card with $1,000?
Yeah, it was right there.
Oh, let me explain.
So, this is supposed to have $1,300 on it? Is that how it?
Hey, Mark, still there?
Oh, it's fine.
Hello?
Oh, I typed it wrong.
We're trying to get $1,300 on this card. It's got 1,000 on it right now.
It's not a big, it's an 8.
No.
You just click redeem.
Sir, you use the card. Okay, you don't have to use redeem the card. So you want to redeem the card.
Oh, you got 1,000. But where's the
$1,300? I don't understand.
Mark, your stuff's not working, man. We installed all that stuff. We installed those 2 games, and it's not fixing the money on the card.
I don't know.
It's our practice. I appreciate everything that you're doing, but you don't know how to make this work. We need to get $300. We can figure this out another day. From your server or whatever.
It's been 3 hours. It's 3 hours. I'll tell you what. I'll just pay my grandson $300. No, call us again. You don't need to call us. What do we do? I mean, it's 3 hours. It's a lot of time to invest in something like this. It's a lot of time.
That is a lot of time. It's like $100 an hour, which is probably what I'd be making, like, you know, as a professional musician, at least probably $300 an hour. I think.
No, they can.
Yeah, you can just give me the cash and
I'm
like.
just gonna give my grandson $300. I don't want you to take it,
I
okay?
just want to pedal anyway, so.
Don't call me. Don't call me and my son ever again. You understand?
I feel like that's a good enough to just close it out there and you got you like I had to hold that one in.
Bravo. شيء الحمد لله. Bravo. No. That was the wrong one. The next one was a bit funnier. That I'm like. That's the old one. Oh.
Okay. Okay, what do you see on your picture? This is Genie River. The Genie River picture. Like our last time we paid $399 when we registered in our company. Yeah, the 21st night September. Yes, of course, madam. But the thing is that now
Yes, of course, madam.
So the money from your side that you want to renew the services or you want to cancel it? No, I don't know how much it costs. I probably don't want to pay what it costs. I'm trying to save my money right now. Okay. So now you tell me that you want to cancel the subscription, am I correct? That's right. Now, do you remember that? How long you yeah, it's the 21st night. September. You're remembering in September. I can see my yeah, I think it was like 300 or so. Sorry? Maybe 300 or so?
My apologies. See, it's going fast. That's 2 gigs out. I know what to do. Okay.
Is she suffering from a fever? Is it related to the food that she cooked? I don't quite follow. No, like last night she was too drunk with me. That's the
Well.
I'm not gonna pray for you. That's your own dang fault. If you weren't so irresponsible, maybe you won't have a problem like that. Yes, madam, it's my fault. But then, like, I'm a poor guy, so I can't manage my children. Probably, unless they're around. But I love my wife. I love you. Not that you're gonna record it, so I don't know most of the words that you're saying. I mean, the sentences that you're putting together don't.
Your latest fashion? Escape the Fate? The Fate? Dying is your latest fashion? Ooh, I love the dying is the latest fashion. Personally? Inviting me to the funeral? Is there snacks? Oh. I get it. Oh, I get it. If Necro. Where is the trust? Where's the trust? Nope. What? Oh my god. Yes, well, almost 87. I'm 86. I'm blushing right now. I'm blushing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, no problem. Like that, have you got someone with her? That's the words that are coming out of your mouth. No problem. I'm like your grandson. Yeah. No problem. I can understand my granny. Okay, no problem. Anything else? Okay. What do you mean? Thank you for downloading it. Yes, I downloaded it. There's a man with a very large red cleaning glove. I'm sorry, glove. Yeah. Why is he cleaning all the desks right now? Not what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to connect you. Then after you can talk to me, whatever you want to talk to me. No problem. But they told you to bring up my voice. Sure. So you can make any desk you want. I'll send it to you. Clean. I'm not very good at this. Now, Mr. Ethel, how do you know about this? I can't keep up with any of these things. Because every week they come out with some sort of new computerized, technology. Oh my god. Tired. Fortnite.
I still haven't figured out when their cloud is. Yes, madam. Have you put it on the run? Have you put it on the run? Yes. Also, do I need to touch my screen like the guy wearing the real gloves? Do I need to touch my screen? Or... Okay, ma'am. Like you can see, as you look at the top of the page, at the left hand side, you can see there's a 9-digit number over there. Like this. Do I need gloves? Yes.
If you're someone that suffers from having sensitive teeth,
but you want them whiter, I recommend Sensodyne Clinical White.
Thank you.
Alors moi, ce que j'aime le plus à propos de la marque, c'est vraiment en fait c'est un tout. Que ce soit la structure, les résidents, le personnel, en fait c'est vraiment tout ça qui fait que la marque c'est un endroit qui est très agréable à vivre.
As an international student, it can be quite difficult sometimes.
Didn't mean to cut you off, my dude. Just like cutting off the ad. Blah blah blah. What?
Every 5 fingers are the same because we each have different fingerprints, but at the same time, they actually are the same because everyone has 5 fingers. Therefore, everybody should treat each other the same. Because
I think you are a millionaire, right? You are the only way. It's a motivational way. You're found by motivational way.
are all motivational speakers billionaires?
Yes, of course, man. You're talking to me like a millionaire. That's what I'm doing. You're talking to me, man.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just providing you that. I'm just providing you 90 numbers.
Okay, if you can call from a guy named Paul from the refund department, you are speaking to him there. You work at Paul?
I'm not Paul, and he's our junior technician.
Right. Oh, a second, let me return it.
Now I have to transfer a fab before we leave.
Every simple ingredient has a purpose.
I care about what?
3 times more protein than the meal, and low in sugar. Because it's sickest, simple is better.
From the law.
Now, set your alarm and grab your friends.
You work.
Novocaine is an unexpected thrill ride and an absolute blast.
Don't play with me. I'm not trying to play with you, sir.
Novocaine.
Just reading nonsense.
Like he doesn't even believe it himself.
I'm just looking at the number for my bank so you can call him. Let me go this way. So one of the things that you are able to do, I don't know if you're familiar with any modern like banking institutions or anything like that.
Have you tried the I got leprosy? Excuse?
Don't you dare speak to me like that, young man.
Okay, I'm sorry for that.
Don't you dare.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I am begging for you. You don't know what?
What are you begging for?
I'm begging for the rest of the money which you are getting.
My forgiveness, maybe.
Yes, please. Please, you have to forgive me, and you have to please help me out.
How dare you speak to me like that?
I'm sorry for that. Because it was happened from my end, so I'm just gonna mad at you because my manager told me that if
I can't believe it.
like you, if you are not going to help me out for this situation, then so he will be kicking me out for this job.
Oh,
Out for this job.
what's your fault?
Yes, ma'am, it is my fault. I can understand, but madam, that there is no options, right? And the amount which you are getting from is gonna suspend it, so we can't take that. We can't take out the money back to that same account. So what you have to do, madam, there is an option. I can find ways to take the money. Do you know, madam, any Walmart or any Target store which is nearest your house?
You know what, then you should lose your job.
Please, madam, don't do like this. I'm going to, please help me.
I mean, you made a terrible mistake, and then you're cursing and you're saying things that no one should have said. You're saying terrible things.
I'm so sorry for that. I believe that you forgive me. Please forgive me. You are like my mom. Please don't help me out for the situation.
Listen, I don't know your mama. I'm nothing like your mama. You don't know anything. You're just a rude boy.
Just a rude boy.
Let me call the bank and see if we can do this, shall we? Let's do it.
If you call, hold on. If you call your bank, they won't help you out from this situation because you are getting your money from a business company as a business purpose. And if your bank knows this thing,
He was trying to send me some money, and he made a big error.
Oh. Okay, so did he like work the one for something? That's so cute. I can stop you right there. Before I continue much further, I do, per our company standards and protocols, have to get some verification to make sure that I can talk to you about any personal or business related transactions. Is that all right?
okay, so you don't want to
Yeah, that would be fine.
you come to me.
Yeah, what is your name? I don't remember. I think his name was Robert.
Oh, you don't know your princess.
Conquer your tough pain with Liquid Fast Relief. At the Liquid Gels, get Liquid Fast Relief.
Soumission déménageur.ca, un seul formulaire en ligne en 2 minutes. On compare jusqu'à 5 soumissions de déménageurs.